Yep, it got a lot shorter.
Stop this conversation. We got no relation.
Live from Mississippi Coast Coliseum, the Zydeco looking to rebound after letting up 3-1 lead and dropping true crucial points in a shootout against the tenacious SeaWolves team that seems to be finding success as of late with their shoot-first mentality. Well, hello everybody, and a very pleasant good evening to you. My name is Brian Flores, as always bringing you tonight's FPHL matchup between the Mississippi SeaWolves and the Baton Rouge Zydeco. Now, last night, after a dominating 3-1 lead after 40 minutes, the Zydeco weren't able to close it out, and we would have needed extra time where the SeaWolves took down the Zydeco in the shootout. With Blue Ridge on the rise and the Columbus River Dragons escaping with the top 3 seed, these 2 points are absolutely crucial here for the Zydeco to escape and try to claw their way back to the top 3 seed. Tonight, the SeaWolves, after a very stellar performance from Edward Coffey, looking to repeat here against a home crowd here on this Sunday afternoon. And that man right there, Hippolyte Smith, and number 77 for the Blue Ridge Bobcats, or beg your pardon, for the Mississippi SeaWolves, just absolutely tearing it up. Let's get you to the highlights here of what happened last night. The first goal to Lucas Pekarsik for the Mississippi SeaWolves, to the assist of Andrew Stacy. The second goal would go to Shane Haggerty, tying things up for the Zydeco, to the assist of Thomas McGuire and Nick Katola. And after that, it would be Kim Miettinen, finding his first goal as a Zydeco off of the assist of Dmitry Kuznetsov and Scott Chirac. And after that, it would be Elijah Wilson who would find the back of the net after a lofty turnover and a takeaway from Thomas McGuire, making it 3-1 for the Zydeco. That was all the scoring and regulation for the Zydeco, as the first goal went to Ross Bartlett, who would find the 1-goal game. And after that, Bartlett would get his second goal of the game, tying things up for the SeaWolves. In the shootout, Bartlett would find the first goal, opening up the shootout. And Dmitry Kuznetsov would find the back of the net to tie things up here in the shootout. It would be scoreless after that. The game would go to the shoulders of number 27, Lucas Pekarsik, as Pekarsik would glide in, deke around, and find the back of the net to end the game for the SeaWolves. A lot riding on this last stand of this series against the SeaWolves, as the Zydeco try to get 3 crucial points before heading back to the River Center, home for the first time in 3 months here for the Zydeco. When we get back, we'll take a look at the numbers, take a look at the starting lineup brought to you by Schmolke Law Firm. So stick with us here before we get to the drop of the puck here in the Mississippi Coast Coliseum.
We've gotten very good at roofing. We're good at the actual work, but also the documentation from the beginning, getting everything with the client. What do they need? What are their needs? And then how can I give them a couple of options? And then from there, during the process, they know what's going on. And then at the end, feeling good about everything that's complete, and they're happy when they're done with their job.
The trust that we offer to our clients is actually, it comes pretty easy for us because we've been doing this a long time, and 90% of the jobs that we get are referrals. You know, that's what we depend on, and we strive to let the customer know that we're going to be here. We will always answer the phone.
At Dawn Seafood, our weekend brunch isn't just a meal. It's the moment you've been waiting for all week. Begin your legendary weekend with brunch favorites like our shrimp and grits, crab cake benedict, and of course, bottomless mimosas. Let's be honest, the party doesn't start until Dawn Seafood hits the table. From our team at Dawn Seafood, we want to thank you for the past 90 years and cheers to many more together.
For over 90 years, Dawn Seafood has been a Louisiana staple. From the finest Gulf catch to the most authentic Cajun recipes, our commitment to quality and tradition is who we are. Enjoy favorites like our gumbo, jacked up shrimp, seafood salad, steak, and of course, our signature seafood platter. Dawn's is more than just food. We're a celebration of flavor and family. From our team at Dawn Seafood, we want to thank you for the last 90 years and cheers to many more together.
Welcome back here inside of the Mississippi Coast Coliseum, where the Zydeco and the Mississippi SeaWolves are gonna do battle. You can already tell it's gonna be a great game for me. Starting lineup here for the Zydeco, brought to you by Schmolke Law Firm. Starting at left defense, you have Rio Namiki, number 4. Last night had a couple of good chances to the back of the net, just couldn't find it. His defensive partner, Chris Ciolik, sporting Ethan Matcham's number 22. And now for the forwards, Tyler Larwood makes his start. On the off wing is going to be Brody Thornton. And at center, Narek Alexanian. Starting in between the pipes, Bailey Stevens entering this game 10, 2, and 3. Let's head back down, ice level. Narek Alexanian facing off against Blake Keller, drop of the puck, and we are underway here in the final game of this rubber match 5-game series between the Mississippi SeaWolves and the Baton Rouge Zydeco. See, I got it right. I got it right. It only took me like 4 times to start this Sunday. It's a matinee Sunday game, so everybody's kind of fallen down as Namiki did there, and I'm back of the way. Chris Ciolik trying to gather the puck. That gets taken away by the SeaWolves, cleared back in by Ross Bartlett, who last night had himself a game, 2 goals last night. He was able to force overtime nearly single-handedly against these Mississippi SeaWolves and the Zydeco. Back of the way, here come the Zydeco into the Mississippi zone. They have it to the right side and a shot, and that one hits the outside of the cage. Picked up now by Andrew Stacy. Mississippi trying to clear. They have it at the center ice where it gets taken away by Ethan Esposito. Had a good conversation with Ethan this morning at breakfast. Said he is very impressed here with the FPHL, and he's very excited to continue his pro career here. Although he did say that he saw that shootout in his nightmares as Kim Miettinen, who got his very first goal of the Zydeco, throws it on net, and a rebound out in front as Thomas McGuire trying to play this one out in front. That one gets taken away. McGuire has it on the back end, and he'll lift this one into the end boards of the Mississippi zone. They'll try to play this one from behind their own net. Dalton Anderson turning it over to Shane Haggerty, who himself had a goal last night. I'll play this one down to Cox, leaving it off for Haggerty. Scott Sherrock now From the near boards, looking across to Jake Cox, trying to find it back to Scott Chirac. Cox comes up with it, leaving it across to Brody Thornton. Cross-ice pass to Garrett Johnson. He'll try to waft that out to the far corner. That one gets touched up out of play. So we will get a face-off here inside of the Mississippi zone with 17:54 left to go in period number 1. Still looking for a first shot on goal. Still scoreless here inside the Mississippi Coast Coliseum. Been a little bit of a turnaround time here for these Zydeco. I believe first time in franchise history that they actually stayed overnight here in Biloxi. Very beautiful city and a very beautiful hockey market too. Although this matinee game, still a fair amount of SeaWolf fans making their way here into the Coliseum as a sharp angled shot gets saved across by Bailey Stevens. Gathered up now by Lucas Pekarsik, who got the game's first goal yesterday. And they'll turn this one over to Chris Ciolik. Ciolik will dump this one all the way back down into the end boards where it gets picked up now by Narek Alexanian. He'll give it across to Larwood, trying to find it out to the blue line. That one gets pitchforked along by the SeaWolves, ripped away by the Zydeco as Brody Thornton will lift this one back into the SeaWolves zone. Picked up now by Mississippi. They'll bring this one behind their own net as Sam Turner will calm play down. Turner into center ice. He'll shovel this one along. Out to the far board, Sam Turner now has it to the far hash marks and a shot and a save and a rebound, and that'll get booted out to the side where it gets picked up now by Thomas McGuire to the far half wall. Gets chopped at by the SeaWolves, picked up now by Sam Miettinen. Kim Miettinen, beg your pardon. They'll try to guide this one out to the far boards. That one gets taken away. Back of the way, here comes Blake Keller. Keller into the Zydeco zone, but that one will flutter its way in front of Bailey Stevens, and he will cover. 16:37 left to go here in period number 1, and your score is still scoreless. Donuts apiece here at the Mississippi Coast Coliseum. Shots on goal, 2-0 for the Mississippi SeaWolves. We're going to face off here to the far left circle of the Zydeco zone. Philip Long off the draw will win this one back to Tanner Coleman. Tanner Coleman out to the end boards where it gets picked up by McGuire trying to clear as Coleman not able to corral it. Now back of the way, Elijah Wilson trying to force his way into the Mississippi zone. Comes up with it. Trying to guide this one out in front, but that one gets ripped away by the Mississippi defense as Isaiah Parrish leaves this one back for Blake Keller. Keller on the backhand trying to find Coleman, intercepted now by Scott Chirac here in his own zone. Chirac into the neutral zone. He'll lug this one deep into the Mississippi side where it gets ripped away by the SeaWolves as Blake Keller will try to find it back the other way. Keller into the Zydeco zone. He'll wing this one around the short side where it gets lofted off here to the end boards as Mississippi trying to win the foot battle. And out to the far boards, Andrew Stacy. He'll leave this one off from the far hash marks out to the blue line. Lifted back as Hippolyte Smith just out of his reach, trying to reach for it as that gets taken away by the Zydeco. Out to the near corner with 15:37 left to go here in the first period. Just 5 minutes gone. If you're just joining us, welcome here to the rubber match here in the 5-game stint between the Zydeco and the SeaWolves. Both of these teams have won 2 apiece. SeaWolves opened up the series as this one goes off for an icing. 15:23 left to go here in the first. In Game 1, it was 3-1 final score for the SeaWolves. Games 2 and 3 went to the Zydeco. 4-1 in the last game, 6-1 in the second game. And last night, 4-3 in a shootout as now advantage go to the SeaWolves kicking off this 2-game weekend. Zydeco trying to get 3 more crucial points here as the Blue Ridge Bobcats, who seemingly are still on my mind, are catching up quickly here to the Zydeco, and the River Dragons are kind of escaping here as a hit thrown behind the play, and it looks like Rio Namiki getting into it. It was a delayed penalty, and I believe Namiki just ran into one of the SeaWolves heading back into the bench, so not exactly the penalty you'd want to take for the Zydeco. So roughing for Namiki and tripping for the SeaWolves. So we're going to be skating 4-on-4 here on what was a looming power play for the Zydeco. So we'll get a face-off here. I believe it's going to be at center ice. So we'll skate 4-on-4. 15:09 left to go here in the first period. Still scoreless. Shots on goal, 2-0 for the Mississippi SeaWolves. And off the draw, Elijah Wilson has it into the right circle, the Mississippi zone with a sharp-angled shot, and that one hits the outside of the cage. Pekarsik will leave this one back out for Sam Turner. Turner out to Pekarsik to the near side of the neutral zone. He'll just lift this one down into the Zydeco side of the ice as Nick Katola trying to guide this one out to the blue line. Takes an awkward carom off of the stanchion, and now the SeaWolves will just control it back in their own zone. Back the other way, here comes Blake Keller. Keller into the Zydeco end where he gets heckled by 4 Zydeco sticks. Up with the puck comes Thomas McGuire. McGuire back down ice into the Mississippi zone to the right circle, loses his control, and he gets taken to the boards and hard. That's going to be a penalty. That looked very uncomfortable for Thomas McGuire as he takes a shot right to the numbers, and you can't do that. So boarding, no doubt, going to be the call as the Zydeco will go on the Badgers Heating and Air power play. As this Zydeco hockey broadcast, of course, every broadcast brought to you by Momentum Building Services. And Zydeco Hockey is proud to be sponsored by Schmolke Law Firm, reputation, respect, results. Capital City Produce, always fresh, always easy. Preston Environmental Solutions, and ENC Bush Hogging and Mulching. We'll be right back here on Zydeco TV, where the Zydeco will go on the power play.
We do things with passion. Everybody here really is invested. So if something can be done better, we challenge the status quo.
Welcome back here inside the Mississippi Coast Coliseum. Still scoreless with a 4-on-3 power play for the Zydeco, brought to you by Badgers Heating and Air. Brody Thornton sets up shop here for the power play, scoots it along to the right circle. From Narek Alexanian and back to Brody Thornton, out to the blue line. Thornton steps up, has it to the high slot, and a shot, and that one just gets darted wide. Picked up now by Narek Alexanian to the far half wall. He'll get this one out to the blue line. Brody Thornton has it, and he'll shoot this one off the end boards, trying to get it across to Narek Alexanian, picked up and cleared by the SeaWolves. Zydeco yesterday 0 for 2 on the power play, trying to get back on their scoring ways. Power play was kind of heating up here for the Zydeco last weekend, but that one kind of fizzled out as a chance out in front as Larwood tried to sneak one back door. He'll play this one back out for Elijah Wilson, near side. From the near hash marks, he'll skate this one out to the blue line. From the point, giving it across to Thornton. Left circle, a shot, and that one gets saved. Out to the near half wall, Thornton. Out to the point, Elijah Wilson, pump fakes. Has it, skates it back down to Thornton, and a shot, and that one just goes wide. Picked up now by Elijah Wilson, dumping it off. Trying to find Larwood, back to Wilson. Wilson, back to Larwood. Larwood with a little bit of space. Heads it to the right circle with a shot, and that one goes off the outside of the cage. Picked up now by Wilson, back to Thornton. Thornton, a cross-ice pass. Back to Thornton. Thornton, a shot, and that one just goes wide. Picked up, cleared out by the SeaWolves with 30 seconds remaining on the 5-on-4 power play after Namiki is out of the box. And now here comes Kim Miettinen giving it across. Miettinen now has it to the end boards. Miettinen to the far right circle, trying to guide this one out in front. And that one gets picked up now by Esposito from behind the net. Zydeco trying to center the puck as Scott Chirac leaves this one off. Esposito, backhand pass, and the jarring clearing attempt gets held in. Out to the blue line as Scott Chirac loses it. Back of the way, 2-on-1 if they hurry. Out to the left circle, the Zydeco end, and a good defensive play by Kim Miettinen. Stretch pass to Haggerty. Haggerty, drop pass, has it to Chirac. Toth Esposito, and a shot, and that one gets saved off. Esposito, desperation held in as that one gets poke checked aside. Back of the way, here comes Carter Iha. Giving it across with a shot and a good save and a rebound in front, and that one will get shot wide. Picked up now by the Zydeco, skating this one into center ice as Scott Chirac trying to give this one back to Katola. Cross ice pass to Garrett Johnson, turned over here at center ice, and a clearing attempt will be handled by Katola as he'll wing this one around the end boards and out of the zone, where it gets picked up now by Andrew Stacy. Stacy back to Barrington. Barrington back in his own zone, trying to reset the rush. Barrington has it. He'll send this one out to center ice, and now back of the way, here comes Blake Keller. Keller from the end boards, trying to play this one back down as Aaron Shaheen throws the body. Shaheen comes in with it, has it into the neutral zone. He'll dump this one back down. Chris Siolik with it with a chance and a shot, and that one gets blocked away. I beg your pardon, that was Ryan Kleber. Barrington now has it behind the net. Barrington out to center ice for the Mississippi SeaWolves. Now into the Zydeco end, near half wall. They'll play this one from the end boards, from behind the net. Barrington skates this one out, and he'll pass this one out to the high slot. Settling it up, trying to shoot this one. They'll play this one across, and a shot and a good save, and a rebound out in front as that one gets blocked. And now back of the way, here come the Zydeco into the neutral zone, and they'll just edge this one along into the Mississippi zone, where it gets played off now by Richie Perrott. As that one will be cleared by the Mississippi SeaWolves all the way back down into the Zydeco end for an icing. 10:16 left to go here in period number one, and your score is still scoreless. Still waiting for someone to break the ice here, no pun intended, at Mississippi Coast Coliseum. Shots on goal, 3 for the Zydeco and 2 for the SeaWolves. As Shane Haggerty glides in to take the draw, he'll be facing off. As that one gets one off now by Dalton Anderson. Out to the far boards, Rio Namiki trying to hold the line. He'll edge this one back into the neutral zone, where it gets played off now by Brody Thornton. Winging it around the boards. Stopped up now behind the net by Richie Perrott. Perrott leaving this one off for Andrew Stacy. Delayed penalty here against the SeaWolves, or beg your pardon, against the Zydeco. And Shane Haggerty not too happy. Had a good read on that pass, intercepted it. But now it's going to be Jake Cox going off for a tripping. As not too happy about it. In fact, he was so peeved that he almost went into the wrong box emphatically. So now we will pause a few moments to thank some of our sponsors. Thank you to Sigma Engineers and Constructors, E&C Bush Hogging and Mulching, Capital City Produce, Bowfinger Tree Service, Republic Finance, Schmalke Law Firm, Pico Lumber, Wilson Warehouse, Highland Group Property Services, Bayou Apparel, Gator Millworks, Will Scott, AV Solutions, and VRI Institute. We'll get right back here with a looming power play for the SeaWolves and a penalty kill brought to you by Wilson Warehouse. Stick with us right here on Zydeco TV.
The Men's Network started when I went to a computer club meeting in the 7th grade that Brett organized. At that point, I had never met anyone that was as good at computers as Brett was. And by the 8th grade, we figured out that this was something that we could do professionally.
So we moved to Baton Rouge to go to LSU, and that's really where our business got planted.
Give Immense a call. Let us show you how IT should be done.
Welcome back here inside of the Mississippi Coast Coliseum. 9:52 left to go here in the first period. And a fresh penalty kill for the Zydeco. Last time out, they went 2 for 2 on the penalty kill. Let's see what happens here tonight as Sam Turner has it to the right circle, dropping it off to the point with a shot, and that one gets blocked out by Larwood. Out to the far boards, Mississippi with it. Pekarsik, who got the first goal last game, gets it now into his office. Giving it across to the near side, Sam Turner dumps his one back down to the near half wall. Back to Turner to the blue line. Cross ice pass to Pekarsik. Pekarsik, top of the left circle, trying to guide this one back in front. That one gets taken away as Nick Katola intercepts that one and not able to clear it as Mississippi still has it. Now that gets ripped away and cleared all the way back down by Tyler Larwood. As Richie Perrant turning it over nearly, and that one goes out in front. And another catastrophe avoided by the SeaWolves. Short-handed, that would have been a blooper reel to remember. And now the SeaWolves have it in the Zydeco end. Out to the blue line, Sam Turner. Out to the near side, Philip Wong giving it across. Back out to the blue line, Sam Turner with a shot and a good save, or bigger pardon, a good block out in front and another chance. And that one just meteorites itself into the end boards. Picked up now by Philip Wong with a chance and a shot short side. And that one falls its way to the near corner. That one gets taken away. Now back in the way. Here comes Scott Chirac. Chirac short-handed to the end boards with a chance and shot. Scores! Scott Chirac, short-handed goal. Took it away from the end boards. As the SeaWolves pitched it out to the blue line, Scott Chirac was all over the case. 13th goal of the season for Chirac. And after earning 3 points last weekend, 1 assist last night, he gets the party started. And the Zydeco are off and running. It's 1-0 Baton Rouge. And now SeaWolves have possession. They'll try to play this one down out in front, and that one will be played across out to the end boards from the near side. Picked up now from the near half wall. Dumping it off to the blue line. Coleman giving it across to Andrew Stacy. Giving it across and a shot and a save and a rebound, and that one gets blocked. Picked up now by Tyler Larwood, looking for another short-handed goal. Here comes Larwood. Larwood out in front with a power move, and he'll just elect to play this one back down and smartly clears it back in his own zone. And now out to the far side, stumped along, and the Zydeco able to kill off the penalty and get one to go here on the short-handed. And now back the other way, here comes Keller trying to get this one out in front to Hippolyte Smith, and that one gets fumbled. Hussey out to the far blue line. They'll play this one out in front, and a shot and a good save by Bailey Stevens as they'll play this one back down. Here comes Cox. Cox out to the near boards. He'll play this one all the way back down from the end boards, and now here comes McGuire. McGuire, around the boards they go to Wilson. Wilson from the end boards of the Mississippi zone right behind the net. Wilson, he'll try to boot this one along to the far boards. Ripped away by Mississippi, not cleared. Held in by Katola, trying to get this one out in front as Mississippi having trouble with it. And now that'll be played across by Audette all the way back down into the Zydeco end for an icing. 7:01 left to go here in period number 1. Your score now after a short-handed opportunity. Scott Chirac makes it 1-0 Zydeco. Shots on goal, 5 for the SeaWolves and 4 for Baton Rouge. We'll get a face-off here to the near left circle of the Mississippi zone. Scott Chirac, who got the game's first goal, will face off against number 25, Dalton Anderson. And off the draw, Esposito trying to play this one to the near half wall. And it'll get taken away by Andrew Stacy. Stacy not able to handle this one as that pass will be played all the way back down. Into the end boards. Here comes Hippolyte Smith. Giving it out in front. That gets turned over. Chirac with a chance and a shot and a good save. Looking for a second of the game. They'll play this one out to the near half wall. Aaron Shaheen. Shaheen from the near half wall, taken away by Dalton Anderson as the Zydeco force a turnover, nearly cashing in on that one. 6:25 left to go here. And now here comes Andrew Stacy From center ice, he'll dump this one back down low with little over 6 minutes left to go here in the opening frame. 1-0 your score for the Baton Rouge Zydeco. And now a stretch pass. Gets played across by Esposito. Out to the end boards. Stopped up from behind the net. Trying to play this one back down low is Chris Ciolik. Will play this one across. Out from the near half wall. Taken away by Pekarsik. Pekarsik will try to give this one back down to Iha. And now Iha gets heckled. Haggerty trying to get this one out in front and a shot save. Haggerty with the rebound. Third try, fourth try, fifth try, and that one gets rocked wide. Out to the blue line. Namiki out to the slot and a shot and a good save. That one, a lot of extra movement in front of the crease. Good blocking by the SeaWolves and a good heads-up save by Richie Perrant. Otherwise, the Zydeco would have had a clear look at the net. Far side as the SeaWolves come up with it, and finally, mercifully for them, able to clear. Zydeco are buzzing around like bees in the Mississippi zone. Finally going off for a line change, and a well-deserved one at that. 5:05 left to go here in the first period. 1-0 your score for the Baton Rouge Zydeco. Out to the near side, Sam Turner leaving it off. Here comes Blake Keller with a chance, and he tried the same move that he scored a couple of weekends ago. They'll play this one out to the blue line. Out to the far boards, and now back out to Sam Turner to the point, and a shot tipped on goal, and the SeaWolves able to tie it. That was a fluttering, bouncing puck. And by Bailey Stevens' body language, can tell that it redirected right in front of him. A lot of mechanics go into goaltending. One of them is predicting where the shot's going to go. Bailey Stevens saw the shot all the way, and it last second redirected, found its way to the back of the net, and the SeaWolves able to tie things up here with 4:40 left to go in period number 1. As Stacy leave this one back, and now Philip Wong will shovel this one down into the end boards of the Zydeco zone, picked up by Stevens, trying to get this one out to the near half wall. Punched along by Sam Miettinen. Back of the way, here comes Scott Chirac. Chirac will dump this one into the Mississippi end, picked up now by Haggerty. Haggerty trying to sweep this one away, as he'll play this one out to the near half wall of the Mississippi zone, right to the left circle. And out from the mid-section of the left circle, out to the near half wall, picked up now by Hippolyte Smith, as Hippolyte Smith will just dump this one down and go off for a line change with 4 minutes left to go here in period number 1, where your score is now knotted up at 1 apiece. Now here comes Esposito, the rookie. He'll try to guide this one into the Mississippi zone, but instead will just clear this one out of play. 3:44 left to go here in period number 1. Your score is tied up at 1 apiece, and we will get back to you right here on Zydeco TV. It's 1-1 with 3:44 left to go here in the first here in Mississippi Coast Coliseum. Stick with us.
LaBerge Baton Rouge. More of the games you love, more of the flavors you crave, more staycation relaxation. All this plus an exceptional staff. Add more to your story at LaBerge Baton Rouge.
An official sponsor of Baton Rouge Zydeco.
Welcome back here inside of the Mississippi Coast Coliseum. There's 1-1 your score. And off the draw, Mississippi with it back in their own zone. Sam Turner turning this one over from behind the net. Trying to guide this one out in front is Elijah Wilson from the near corner. He'll twist this one along to the near half wall, taken away by Sam Turner. They'll play this one across, out from the near boards, and that one will be cleared all the way back down into the Zydeco end, where it gets picked up and dumped all the way back around. They'll try to get this one out in front, and a shot from Rosenzweig giving it across, and a save and a rebound. What a save by Stevens! Picked up now by Tyler Larwood, dropping it off. Back of the way, here comes Thomas McGuire. Has it to the short side, and he tries to shoot this one up top, but he gets poke checked. Back of the way, here comes Mississippi. Into the neutral zone, Isaiah Parrish. Into the Zydeco end to the left circle, far side. Now he'll rub this one along the boards, out to the near corner, where it gets picked up now by Blake Keller. And that one gets taken away. Back of the way, here comes Scott Chirac looking for a second. Has it. Drop pass. Haggerty, cross-ice pass, and a little bit too far ahead. But that gets taken away by Mississippi. Back of the way, a little bit of a rush developing. Giving it a cross out in front and a shot, and that gets saved by Bailey Stevens. From behind the net, trying to get this one out in front, and that one gets rubbed off. Out to the end boards now as Rio Namiki will play this one back down. Isaiah Wong will get this one back out to the blue line. Here comes Stacy. Stacy poke checked aside. Cox trying to rip the puck away. That shot goes into the body of Rio Namiki. As Namiki trying to clear this one, held in. Stacy, Andrew Stacy out to the near side. Keller with a chance, and he tries to dart this one out on net, and that one goes into the glove of Bailey Stevens. And now we rest. .157 left to go here in period number 1. Your score is tied up at 1 apiece. As the Zydeco trying to clear this one from the near corner. And now that one finds its way out to the neutral zone, picked up and dumped along. And now here comes Sam Miettinen from his own zone. He'll loft this one out to the end boards of the Mississippi zone. Chris Siolik able to beat out the icing call. Siolik leaving it off. Here comes an Eric Alexanian, short side and a shot, and that one misses the net. Picked up now by Esposito, trying to leave this one out to the near half wall, where it gets picked up now by Alexanian. Puck squirts out into the neutral zone. Alexanian will get this one back for Katola, giving it across to Siolik, and he'll just dump this one back into the Mississippi end. And trying to look for the loose change was Alexanian, picked up, cleared all the way back down, as the SeaWolves will be trapped on the ice after an icing call. 1:08 left to go here in period number 1. Your score is 1-1. So we have Elijah Wilson, Thomas McGuire, and Tyler Larwood on the ice for the forwards. And on defense, Brody Thornton and Garrett Johnson. And off the draw, Johnson holds this one in, and a shot will just get tipped in on goal as that one gets covered. 62 seconds left to go here in period number 1. So Ryan Kleber is going to be the defensive partner for Garrett Johnson. We'll get a face-off here to the near left circle as Thomas McGuire goes on for a line change. Tyler Larwood has an aggressive face-off stance as the formation right behind him is Elijah Wilson. So, looks like the SeaWolves are going to get kicked out. Blake Keller. And now coming in to take the draw is going to be Lucas Pekarsik. And off the draw, Elijah Wilson has it on his stick, but just couldn't settle down the puck. Back of the way, Pekarsik giving it across. He'll try to play this one back down with a chance and a shot. What a save by Stevens. And now jarring this one back up ice. Here comes Shaheen. Backhand pass to Chirac. Or bigger pardon, to Wilson. That one gets taken away by Shaheen again. And then the puck will find its way into the Zydeco end. And now back of the way, here come the Zydeco into the Mississippi zone. That one gets taken away by Andrew Stacy with 30 seconds remaining here in the opening frame. Here in game number 5 of this 5-game rubber match between the SeaWolves and the Zydeco. Sharp angled shot gets saved off by Stevens. And now here come the Zydeco back the other way. That one gets taken away by Isaiah Parrish. And that one will find its way into the Zydeco end. Stretch pass as Shane Haggerty leaving this one off. They'll play this one across out to the right circle of the Mississippi zone, and a shot will find its way into the crowd with 5 seconds left to go here in period number 1. 5 seconds and a face-off here in the offensive zone. So this is why face-offs are so important to master. You have 5 seconds to set up shop here and a potential goal. Scott Chirac comes in to take the draw. He has Haggerty to his left, Cox to his right, and off the draw. Haggerty trying to leave this one off. Cox centering it out in front of the shots, and that one gets saved. Nearly finding a last-second goal, not to be after 20 minutes of play. The Zydeco and the SeaWolves tied up at 1 apiece. When we get back, we will get you the out-of-town scoreboard, a period recap, and you know it and you love it, the roll call. So make sure everybody is putting in where they're watching from in the chat, and I will read it off because we always want to acknowledge our Zydeco fans wherever you're watching. We enjoy it, we love it, and we definitely appreciate your guys' support. So put in chat where you're watching from, where you're cheering on your Zydeco, and we will get right back to you right after this for the roll call.
Are home problems turning your life upside down? Trust Southern Air Cooling, Heating, Plumbing, and Electrical to save the day. From electrical issues to keeping you comfortable, plumbing repairs, and even generators, we do it all. Southern Air Cooling, Heating, Plumbing, and Electrical, your one-stop solution for electrical, AC, plumbing, and generators. If you need us to save the day for you, call or visit us online at southernairbr.com.
For the ultimate game day experience, come to the Queen Casino in Baton Rouge. Savor game day platters and snacks, plus drink specials at 1717 Kitchen and Cocktails. Wall-to-wall, state-of-the-art TVs mean you'll see every touchdown, Hail Mary, and big turnover in crystal clear HD. Place your bets and feel the thrill of every play with our DraftKings Sportsbook. So come out for game day and let our team make you the MVP. The Queen Casino in Baton Rouge, where every moment is a win. Looking for the ultimate game day experience? Come to the Queen Casino in Baton Rouge. Wall-to-wall TVs mean you'll see every touchdown in HD. Place your bets and feel the thrill of every play with our DraftKings Sportsbook. The Queen Casino, where every moment is a win.
Tremonti's has meat. Tremonti's has seafood. Tremonti's has much more. Tremonti's on-site catering is the best in Baton Rouge. Our friendly staff brings everything to our client's location, set up, serves guests, and cleans up once our guests are satisfied and full. Tremonti's caters weddings, corporate events, parties, luncheons, crawfish and shrimp boils, breakfast, fundraisers, barbecues, and much more. Good meat ain't cheap, and cheap meat ain't good. Visit Tremonti's.com, 225-751-7665.
gotten very good at roofing. We're good at the actual work, but also the documentation from the beginning. Getting everything with the client. What do they need? What are their needs? And then how can I give them a couple of options? And then from there, during the process, they know what's going on. And then at the end, feeling good about everything that's complete, and they're happy when they're done with their job.
The trust that we offer to our clients is actually, it comes pretty easy for us because we've been doing this a long time, and 90% of the jobs that we get are referrals. You know, that's what we depend on, and we strive to let the customer know that we're going to be here. We will always answer the phone.
Welcome back here inside of the Mississippi Coast Coliseum, where we are tied up at 1 apiece here after 20 minutes of play. But now, we're going to get back into the roll call. Still got a chance. Last second additions if you're watching from around the globe. We want to know where you're watching from. Starting off with Tasha Wilson, the Wilson family cheering on Elijah from Hesperia, Michigan. Don is watching in Hammond. Kyle Watson watching in Zachary, Louisiana. You probably hear me from here. Yep. I heard when the Scotty Chirac got that shorthanded, heard that distinctive voice of yours. Lisa Jopi watching from Michigan. Grace B. Don't see the thing. I'm sorry. I was reading. I'm reading in order. So Roy and Hope Daigle watching from Patterson, Louisiana. Go Zydeco. Doodlebug watching from work in Baton Rouge. Grace from Anniston. Tina Dosette from Baton Rouge. Marlene. Ron and Marlene from South Dakota. And Päivi Miettinen from Finland. See? From around the globe. I said it yesterday. No doubt in relations to Kim Miettinen, always great to hear new faces and see new names here in the chat. Don Johnson, the Johnsons from Grand Block, Michigan. Go Zydeco. Zydeco checking in from Tiger Park. Go Zydeco. Kai from Los Angeles. What's up, babe? Claire in New Orleans. Wild Child from New Roads, Louisiana. I love that name. Mental Hazard. Outside of Superior, Wisconsin. We have Drew from San Gabriel. Denise from Carlsbad, California. Go Zydeco. Actually, have a couple fun stories from Carlsbad. He used to call a team that plays out there by the name of the San Diego Sabres. Well, called against them and never went down to Carlsbad myself, but I've been told that it's very beautiful. Serena from Clinton, Louisiana. Brent Bauer from Fort Hood, Texas. Heidi Wickstrom from Granville, Michigan. Kevin Haggerty from Sterling. Turk Tom out here as always in Plaquemine. The Catolas cheering on Nick and teammates from Spokane, Washington. Brooklyn watching from Rogers, Topeka. Or the Rogers watching from Topeka, I should have said that. Kimberly Larwood. No doubt the Larwood clan watching Tyler Larwood from Buffalo, New York. And finally, Amy and Billy watching from Columbus, Georgia. Glad to see everybody able to tune in and cheer on your Zydeco here on home of the Zydeco, here on Zydeco TV, hosted on YouTube. Not a lot of out a scorer to talk about, since we are the lone early start here tonight, or this afternoon, I should have said, here on Sunday. But later on, the Danbury Hat Trick will be taking on the HC Venom at 3 o'clock Eastern Standard. The Port Huron Prowlers will take on the Athens Rock Lobsters at 3:05 Central Time. The Binghamton Black Bears will take on the Blue Ridge Bobcats at 4:05 Central Time. And finally, the Motor City Rockers will play host to the Watertown Wolves at 6 p.m. Central Time. Got one last entry before we head on to break. Kaylee and family watching in Biloxi. Glad to see some local people tuning in to the stream. We got about 7 minutes before puck drop of period number 3 and still a lot to do. So when we get back, we will recap what happened in the first period and get you back on the ice for drop of the puck on middle frame. Stick with us right here on Zydeco TV.
It's the moment you've been waiting for all week. Begin your legendary weekend with brunch favorites like our shrimp and grits, crab cake benedict, and of course, bottomless mimosas. Let's be honest, the party doesn't start until Don Seafood hits the table. From our team at Don Seafood, we want to thank you for the past 90 years and cheers to many more together.
For over 90 years, Don's Seafood has been a Louisiana staple. From the finest Gulf catch to the most authentic Cajun recipes, our commitment to quality and tradition is who we are. Enjoy favorites like our gumbo, jacked up shrimp, seafood salad, steak, and of course, our signature seafood platter. Don's is more than just food. We're a celebration of flavor and family. From our team at Don's Seafood, we want to thank you for the last 90 years and cheers to many more together.
We do things with passion. Everybody here really is invested. So if something can be done better, we challenge the status quo.
The Men's Network started when I went to a computer club meeting in the 7th grade that Brett organized. At that point, I had never met anyone that was as good at computers as Brett was. And by the 8th grade, we figured out that this was something that we could do professionally.
We moved to Baton Rouge to go to LSU, and that's really where our business got planted.
Give Immense a call. Let us show you how IT should be done.
All right, let's get back into the action. What happened here so far in this game? It was a short-handed goal to kick off the party as Scott Chirac was able to intercept a centering pass to the blue line, going back the other way, and that one to the assist of Rio Namiki and Elijah Wilson, making it 1-0 Zydeco. But later, about 4 minutes, Philip Wong would find the puck from Sam Turner and Blake Keller. Tipping it out in front and right past Bailey Stevens to tie the game. So, as we head on to the middle part of this game, this game for the Zydeco right now may not seem as important, but heading back to the River Center for the first time in, 3 months, definitely want some momentum going on your side. Zydeco here so far played a very good 20 minutes. Although the score doesn't really reflect as dominant as it did last night, they were pretty stout in the offensive zone and even on the penalty kill, netting themselves a short-handed. So heading into this middle frame, the thing that the Zydeco need to keep in their mind is a shot-first mentality. Throw everything you can at the net, see what sticks. May end up finding the back of the net. Want to make sure that you are doing everything in your power to come across and steal these next 3 points, because playoff push, it's really ramping up as Columbus has nearly a 10-point advantage over the Zydeco, and the Blue Ridge Bobcats are gnawing at the heels of the Bobcats, only 1 point behind in the standings. So, 3 important points still on the line, middle part of this game. Coming up right after this, here on the Zydeco YouTube channel, here on Zydeco TV. Stick with us.
Find more of what you're looking for at L'Auberge Baton Rouge. More of the games you love, more of the flavors you crave, more staycation relaxation. All this plus an exceptional staff. Add more to your story at L'Auberge Baton Rouge.
An official sponsor of Baton Rouge Zydeco.
Are home problems turning your life upside down? Trust Southern Air Cooling, Heating, Plumbing, and Electrical to save the day. From electrical issues to keeping you comfortable, plumbing repairs, and even generators, we do it all. Southern Air Cooling, Heating, Plumbing, and Electrical, your one-stop solution for electrical, AC, plumbing, and generators. If you need us to save the day for you, call or visit us online at southernnairbr.com.
Welcome back here inside of the Mississippi Coast Coliseum. We're just about back here at the River Center. Last road game here before we head back to Baton Rouge. But if you can't wait to see your boys until Thursday, here's a reminder that we are going to be hosting a Boys Are Back in Town Crawfish Boil at Mid-City Tower. It's going to also feature a live coaches show in the parking lot of Mid-City Tower. So join in on the food, festivities, and fun. If you want to meet the Bobcat, or beg your pardon, if you want to meet the Zydeco before their home stretch against Danville and the Rock Lobsters, make sure to scan the QR code to join in on the fun. Gonna have a lot more than crawfish there at the boil, so if you're food shy, don't worry, we got you covered. $25 per plate, March 12th, 4 through 9 p.m. As we head back down low, ice level. Narek Alexanian will be facing off against Brendan Hussey. Drop of the puck here in the middle frame, and we are underway here in period number 2. And a quick icing called. So we'll have a face-off in the Zydeco end. So again, if you want to join in on the fun and meet the players here for the Zydeco before their home stretch on Thursday, scan the QR code on screen. And again, the boil will be March 12th from 4 to 9 p.m. As we get settled here in period number 2, a stretch pass will find its way into the stick of Sam Turner. Out to the near neutral zone, picked up now by Brody Thornton. here in the neutral zone, across center ice. Has it to the far side of the Mississippi end, trying to drop this one off. He'll pick this one up and wing it around the end boards where it gets picked up now by Chris Ciolik. Ciolik giving it out to the near side, Tyler Larwood. Back to the far side to Chris Ciolik from behind the net. Ciolik now has it into the end boards, trying to guide this one back out in front where it gets picked up now by Narek Alexanian. Alexanian to the near side. He'll try to play this one back down as they'll play this one all the way back across from the near side, and now back of the way. Here come the SeaWolves. They'll play this one back down, and a chance and a good hit thrown by Brody Thornton. Good defensive play to box out. I believe that was Lucas Pekarsik, as he will play this one down and off with 8:55 left to go here in period number 2. Just 2 minutes gone here in period number 2. Your score is 1-1. Shots on goal are tied up as well at 10 apiece. We'll get a face-off here to the far right circle of the Zydeco end. Gliding in to take the draw is going to be Thomas McGuire. Facing off against him is going to be Philip Wong. And off the draw, McGuire wins it to the side to Nick Katola. Off the boards, trying to find Elijah Wilson as that one gets taken away by Mississippi. Kim Mietnin leaving this one off for Nick Katola, as Katola will clear this one all the way back down for an icing. 18:39 now left to go here in period number 2. If you're just joining us, welcome. We are tied up here at 1 apiece here in the Mississippi Coast Coliseum. Shots on goal are tied up at 10 apiece. And now off the draw, Zydeco trying to win this one back in their own zone. Philip Wong now has it from the near corner. Katola tying up Wong. I'll play this one out to the near half wall as Parrish leaving this one back out for Wong. Wong from the end boards. That gets taken away by the Zydeco and cleared all the way back down for yet another icing. Only 20 seconds gone from the previous time I updated you, but I'd be a bad broadcaster if I didn't update you again. 18:16 left to go here in period number 2. Still tied up at 1 apiece. Shots on goal tied up at 10 apiece. We're going to face off here to the near left circle of the Zydeco end, and off the draw, McGuire not able to win this one cleanly as Barrington leaving it across to Hippolyte Smith. Hippolyte Smith from the end boards of the Zydeco end. I'll try to play this one back down as Kim Mietinen will leave this one back out for Nick Katola. Katola back up ice. He'll give it across to to Ethan Esposito. Esposito trying to get this one out in front, and a shot save rebound, and Haggerty with a chance, and that shot goes off the shin pad of Dalton Anderson. Hippolyte Smith into the Zydeco end from the near corner. I'll try to play this one back out to the near side as Scott Sherrock now has it. Sherrock out to center ice. He'll dump this one along out to the far boards with a chance and a shot and a save and a rebound, and it gets picked up, cleared out, where it gets picked up now by Hippolyte Smith. Hippolyte Smith leave this one back down as Ryan Kleber now has it. Kleber out to Haggerty. Leave this one out for Garrett Johnson. Out to Jake Cox. Out to Kleber. Kleber with a little bit of space, trying to foot it back to himself as that one gets taken away by Mississippi. Scott Sherrock has it from behind the net. Sherrock trying to center this one out. Picked up now by Shane Haggerty. Out to the far boards. Now out to the blue line to Garrett Johnson, trying to get this one back down low. That one gets taken away, and an odd man rush back of the way for the Mississippi SeaWolves. They give it across, and a shot, and that one will be played across out to the near boards. Good save by Bailey Stevens. And now Sam Turner will try to play this one back down low. That one gets ripped away by Scott Sherrock. Cross-ice pass for Jake Cox. Cox trying to clear this one. They'll play this one out for Haggerty. Haggerty finds a spring-stepped Scott Sherrock on the backhand. Sherrock out in front of the shot. What a save by Richie Perrott. 16-21. And Scott Sherrock with a beautiful move out in front of Perrott, but with the skin cell of his toenail, able to make the save on the goal mouth. And he keeps this one at a 1-1 tie. And off the straw. Zydeco. Play this one from the end boards. Trying to guide this one out in front. That one gets held up by Brody Thornton with a shot, and that one gets tipped along. And now a breakaway back of the way. Blake Keller has it with a shot and a good glove grab by Bailey Stevens. Bailey Stevens, calm, cool, and collected. Able to snag that one out of midair. And with 16:05 left to go here in the second, two great chances and two equally fantastic saves by both netminders. And off the draw, Philip Wong able to win this one back out to the blue line. Wong trying to come back up with it. That gets ripped away by Garrett Johnson. Out to the far boards as Brody Thornton now has it. Here comes Garrett Johnson. Stretch pass. Back of the way. 2-on-2 if they hurry. Here comes Alexanian centering it out in front to Shaheen. Not able to find a good piece of wood on that one. As Narek Alexanian trying to center that one out. That one gets taken away by the Mississippi SeaWolves. They'll guide this one back down into the Zydeco end for an icing. 15:32 left to go here in period number 2. And your score is knotted up at 1 apiece. Shots on goal, 13 for the Zydeco and 12 for the SeaWolves. As Wilson will glide in to take the draw here for the Zydeco to the near right circle of the Mississippi zone. They'll be facing off against Ross Bartlett. And off the draw, Kitola has it with a chance and a shot, and that one goes into the glove of Richie Perrant. Perrant here so far this season, 1-6-0 after 11 games played, has an .883 save percentage and a .463 goals against average. The last time he faced these Zydeco was on February 22nd, where he lost 6-1 against Baton Rouge. And off the draw, Zydeco trying to regain possession. Has it. Wilson to the short side, and a shot off the iron. That was a good-looking play up by Elijah Wilson as Ethan Esposito now has it. Esposito with it in a shot, and that one gets blocked. Picked up and cleared out by the SeaWolves. Here comes Nick Kitola back in his own zone. Kitola will settle down play through center ice. He'll get this one out to the near side to Kim Miettinen, who will just touch this one up and leave this one off as the Mississippi SeaWolves will play this one back down. Here comes Bartlett. Bartlett to the near side as Nick Kitola and Bartlett tie up into the corner. I'll play this one out to Barrington. Out to the far side, and a chance and a shot and a good save. Rebound, and that one will be swatted away by Bailey Stevens. Kim Miettinen, cross-ice pass, trying to find Thomas McGuire. McGuire to the near side of the Mississippi zone, trying to center this one out to no one. Picked up now by Shane Haggerty. Haggerty to the far corner from the end boards. Haggerty, he gets taken to the boards, and now from the end boards coming in to help is Jake Cox. As that one gets picked up, not cleared, held into the blue line by the Zydeco. They'll force this one down into the end boards where it gets picked up now by Barrington. Barrington trying to clear, and that one gets held up and muscled off the puck was Brody Thornton. Scott Chirac now has it, out to the near side, trying to lift this one over the shoulder of Perrant, and that one goes up and out of play with 13:52 left to go in the second period. Your score is tied up at 1 apiece. We'll take a moment to thank some of our sponsors. Thank you to Bad Boy Bail Bond, Geico, LaBerge Casino and Hotel, Mealy Printing, Gulf Coast Office Products, Tracy Furlough Agency, Tanger Factory Outlet, Frankie's Doghouse, Will Scott, Go Bearded, GEO Heat, Church Funeral Home, Visit Baton Rouge, Local Bar and Kitchen, WBRZ, Wilson Warehouse, and Mid-City Tower. And again, if you want to join us here for the Crawfish Broil, scan the QR code. The broil will be held March 12th, 4 to 9 p.m. $25 per plate if you want to get a chance to meet your Baton Rouge Zydeco before they take on the Dashers Hockey Club on Thursday at the River Center. Join in on the food, festivities, and fun in the parking lot of the beautiful renovated Mid-City Tower. We'll be right back here on Zydeco TV.
For the ultimate game day experience, come to the Queen Casino in Baton Rouge. Savor game day platters and snacks, plus drink specials at 1717 Kitchen and Cocktails. Wall-to-wall, state-of-the-art TVs mean you'll see every touchdown, Hail Mary, and big turnover in crystal clear HD. Place your bets and feel the thrill of every play with our DraftKings.
Welcome back here inside of the Mississippi Coast Coliseum. Philip Wong gets kicked out of the draw as it's going to be Blake Keller facing off against Scott Chirac, and off the draw. Keller wins it back cleanly as Philip Wong trying to clear this one, leaving it off for Keller. 2-on-2 if they hurry. Jake Cox takes the body, leaving it across. Out in front to Keller, and a chance, and a good save by Bailey Stevens on the goal mouth. As Iha tried to find Keller out in front of the net, Bailey Stevens coming up huge for the Zydeco. 13:38 left to go here in period number 2. Your score is tied up at 1 apiece. Shots on goal tied up at 14 apiece now. We'll get a face-off here into the Zydeco end. It's either going to be McGuire or Wilson taking the draw. Looks like it's going to be Wilson. And it's going to be Colby Audette taking the face-off for Mississippi. Or actually, no, Audette is going to take the wing. Here's a good tax time, since we're getting into tax time, joke. What's the IRS's favorite Mississippi SeaWolf? Colby Audette, because Audette, get it? Audette? Psst, I'll be here all week. As a shot from the blue line goes off the post, and a third try just goes wide. Picked up now to the blue line as the Zydeco a little vexed and bewildered here behind their own net. Twisting and turning was Thomas McGuire, leaving it off for Sam Miettinen. As Esposito trying to clear, held in at the blue line, and a big hit thrown by McGuire. They're going to call this one for a delayed hand pass, and now they'll touch this one up. Hand pass is called. We'll get a face-off in the Mississippi end. $13:04 left to go here in period number 2. Your score is tied up at 1 apiece. Shots on goal tied up at 14 apiece. We'll get a face-off here to the near right circle of the Mississippi zone. Going off for the Zydeco is going to be Narek Alexanian facing number 96, Blake Keller, in the face-off dot. Or actually, it's going to be number 26, Brendan Hussey. So Hussey and Alexanian to the right circle of the Mississippi zone. And off the draw, Alexanian wins it back to Chris Siolik, who will just edge this one along to the far corner. Picked up now by Coleman and cleared all the way back down by Bartlett. And that one will be called off for an icing. 12:52 left to go here in the second period. 1-1 is your score. 14 shots totaled for both teams. We're going to face off here to the far left circle of the Mississippi zone. As Narek Alexanian goes in to take it again, and off the draw, they'll win this one back to Kleber. Kleber with a chance and a shot, and that one gets saved off by Richie Perrant. 12:47 left to go here in the second period. We'll get another face-off here in the Mississippi zone. There's a good look at the net by Ryan Kleber, who so far in this campaign has 2 goals on the season. Off the draw, Siolik trying to leave this one out for Kleber. That one gets taken away, and a 2-on-1 developing for MacArthur. Has it out in front, and a chance and a good shot and a better save by Bailey Stevens. And Bartlett looks to the heavens. Can't believe he didn't get that pass off. With 12:36 left to go in the second period, your score is tied up at 1 apiece. Shots on goal, 15 aside for the Zydeco and the Mississippi SeaWolves. Philip Wong will face off against Scott Chirac. And off the draw, Brody Thornton trying to leave this one back out from the end boards. Thornton fishing the puck out, heads it to the near side. He'll leave this one off for Shane Haggerty to the neutral zone. He'll lug this one into the Mississippi zone. That one gets taken away, not cleared. Held up at the blue line by Kim Miettinen with a chance at a found and a shot, and that one gets grabbed in midair by Richie Perrant. And I'll be honest, that save looked a lot more difficult than it probably was. But the ever flashy Richie Perrant making a spectacle out of it. As Kim Miettinen has it to the Jake Cox and a shot, and that one gets kicked aside by Richie Perrant. As that one gets played across, as Keller now has it. Stretch pass, and now here comes Isaiah Parrish with a chance. That gets poke checked aside, and another chance, and that one hits the blocker of Bailey Stevens. Now back of the way, here comes the Zydeco. Trying to guide this one into the Mississippi end. Jake Cox from the end boards trying to find Shane Haggerty, and that one gets taken away. Here comes Philip Wong. Wong out to the near side. Found Keller. Keller from the near side. He'll play this one from the near half wall, getting it back down low to the hash marks, and a shot and a good save by Bailey Stevens. As Scott Chirac from his own end. He'll try to play this one back down. Here comes Scott Chirac from his own zone. Into the neutral zone now. He'll just lug this one back in his own zone. And now a stretch pass out for Elijah Wilson, but that one will be lofted into the Mississippi end. No icing as the Zydeco go off for a well-deserved line change. 11:05 left to go here in period number 2. 1-1 is your score here at the Mississippi Coast Coliseum. In the final game of this 5-game series, the rubber match. Traded blows here both teams did. And now here comes Nick Catola. Trying to leave this one back out for Thomas McGuire. That one will get taken away, and Esposito gets blown up in front of his own bench. And now back of the way, here comes Mississippi into the Zydeco end. Trying to drop this one off. Has it to the near side. Stacy out to Barrington, giving it across and a shot, and it hits the chest protector of Bailey Stevens. Now back of the way, as the Zydeco able to clear this one all the way back into the Mississippi end. Here come the SeaWolves through the neutral zone into the Zydeco side. Picked up now by Kleber, trying to leave this one on for Elijah Wilson. Wilson from the end boards. From the end boards, that gets picked up now by the SeaWolves, giving it across. Out in front for Iha, trying to find it back out to Pekarsik. Pekarsik out to the far side to the right circle and a shot, and that one gets tipped up and out of play with 9:55 left to go here in the second period. So, 1-1 is your score. Shots on goal, 17-16 in favor of the Mississippi SeaWolves, with 9:55 left to go here in the Mississippi Coast Coliseum here in the second period. We'll get right back to you here on Zydeco TV.
Come out for game day and let our team make you the MVP. The Queen Casino in Baton Rouge, where every moment is a win. Looking for the ultimate game day experience? Come to the Queen Casino in Baton Rouge. Wall-to-wall TVs mean you'll see every touchdown in HD. Place your bets and feel the thrill of every play with our DraftKings Sportsbook. The Queen Casino, where every moment is a win.
Tremonti's has meat. Tremonti's has seafood. Tremonti's has much more. Tremonti's on-site catering is the best in Baton Rouge. Our friendly staff brings everything to our client's location, set up, serves guests, and cleans up once our guests are satisfied and full. Tremonti's caters weddings, corporate events, parties, luncheons, crawfish and shrimp boils, breakfast, fundraisers, barbecues, and much more. Good meat ain't cheap, and cheap meat ain't good. Visit Tremonti's.com, 225-751-7665.
Just one last reminder. You got a crawfish broil coming in town The boys are back in town. Crawfish Boil will be held at Mid-City Tower. So if you want to get your chance to RSVP, I'll flash the QR code one last time on screen. $25 per plate. We hope to see you there. 9:38 left to go here in period number 2. As Yeehaw will pitch this one across, out to the far side, and a shot, and that one gets saved off by Bailey Stevens. Back of the way, here comes Chris Ciolik. Ciolik gets taken to the boards as the puck flutters back into the possession of Narek Alexanian. Giving it across to Larwood, and a shot save, rebound, and that one will be trapped down by Richie Perrant. And a little extra shoving behind the nets after the fact, as Larwood is taken to the glass by Brennan Hussey. Who doesn't love a good hug from behind as former teammates getting to know one another yet again? 9:17 left to go here in period number 2. 1-1 is your score. Shots on goal, 18 for the Zydeco and 17 for the Mississippi SeaWolves. So we'll get a face-off here to the far left circle. Out to take the draw is going to be Shane Haggerty, and he'll be facing off against number 10, Philip Wong. And off the draw, Zydeco win this one back. Garrett Johnson giving it across. Nick Katola to the blue line with a chance and a shot, and that one gets blocked. Picked up now by the Zydeco. Katola with a chance. Tipped on Coleman, and that's not able to go. Slammed. The door shut. Did Coleman. And now back the other way. Here comes Parrish, winging it around the boards, where it gets picked up now by Garrett Johnson. And now back the other way. Here come the Zydeco. Katola from the near side of the neutral zone. Katola has it to the right circle, and a shot, and that one goes wide of the net. Picked up now to the slot. Out in front, puck still loose. Everybody whacking for the puck, and it was just sitting there bored in front of the crease. And now here come the Mississippi SeaWolves into the Zydeco end. They'll try to play this one back down low. Here come the Zydeco here at the center ice. And now here comes Hippolyte Smith into the Zydeco end. They'll play this one back out to the blue line, and that one will go offsides. 8:09 left to go here in period number 2. Your score is tied up at 1 apiece. As I promised, here's one final look at the Crawfish Boil. Thank you, Steve Dickery. I'm going to guess that's your name. I tried sounding it out. Dickery, I'm going to say. Thank you so much for that. The Crawfish Boil. Boys are back in town March 12th, 4 to 9 p.m. here at Mid-City Tower as a shot goes high and wide off the end glass, picked up now by Blake Keller. They'll play this one all the way back down. Here come the Baton Rouge Zydeco into the near corner. Picked up now by Elijah Wilson from the end boards. Wilson centering it under front, and a good save by Richie Perrant. And now back of the way. Here comes Hippolyte Smith. They'll play this one back as Brody Thornton will play this one across to Elijah Wilson. Wilson has it to the slot of the Zydeco end as the SeaWolves trying to play this one back down low into the near corner from the near side of the neutral zone as that one gets picked on by Thornton, giving it across to Jake Cox. Cox to the far side. They'll try to play this one back and across as that one gets played all the way back down by the SeaWolves. Here comes Sam Turner. Turner into the Zydeco end. Has it back down low. Centering it out in front. What a good save by the stick of the goaltender, Bailey Stevens. And there was a lot going on in that play. We had a hit behind the play. I had a mental lapse because I was trying to figure out what do I want to focus on. Bailey Stevens' amazing one-time save, the hit that happened in front of the Zydeco bench, or do I want to focus on the fact that Chris Ciolik nearly had a breakaway off of that save? Hockey is a very beautiful sport, but it's a very fast-paced one. You got to pick which play you want to focus on. Chris Ciolik nearly had a breakaway there, not able to find the loose puck, so now we'll get a face-off in the Mississippi zone. And now off the draw. Tyler Larwood trying to play this one back out to the far boards. Picked up now by Esposito. He'll try to find it back down low. That one gets taken away. Here comes Mississippi into the Zydeco end with a shot and a good blockered save as Iha tried to play this one back down low. And a chance out in front. Loose puck. Philip Wong comes up with it. It looks like a high-sticking call is going to go against the Mississippi SeaWolves. We're going to have to see if this is a high-sticking call or playing with a high stick. So it looks like Blake Keller will go to the sin bin. So yes, it will in fact be a penalty on the Mississippi SeaWolves as Blake Keller heads to the sin bin and the Zydeco go back on the Badgers heating and air power play. So we're going to face off the draw. Here come the Zydeco trying to set up shop here on the man advantage. As Brody Thornton has it, he'll pitch it across out to Kim Miettinen. Out to the near side to Scott Chirac. Chirac on the end boards, trying to find this one from the near side on the blue line, leaving it off for Kim Miettinen. Miettinen steps up to the slot, has it to the left circle. He'll pitch this one across, out to Thornton, and a shot goes wide. Picked up now by Haggerty. Haggerty out to Thornton, to the near side, out to the point, to Miettinen. Cross-ice pass, back to Miettinen, to the point. From the blue line, has it to the far boards now, to the left circle, out in front of shot save, rebound, not able to find the loose puck as that clearing attempt gets held in. Here comes Thornton with a chance and a shot, and it gets snared down by Richie Perrott with 5:49 left to go here in the second period. 1-1 is your score, and a $1:12 left to go here on the power play for the Zydeco. And now, here comes a draw. And off the draw, Esposito now has it for the Zydeco, leaving this one off to Nick Katola. Katola from the right circle, fans on the shot, picked up and cleared out by the SeaWolves. So a fan-on shot from Katola turns into a clear and a line change for the SeaWolves with 5:31 left to go here in the second period. Here comes Nick Katola. Katola slowly lumbering his way out of the Zydeco end into the neutral zone. Picked up by Larwood. He'll slap it around the boards where it gets picked up now by Esposito. He takes a stick up high, no call, as that one gets cleared all the way back down. Tried to lobby for a call, I believe. But you know what? No, the stick still hurt. It doesn't matter. You're talking about a guy who would probably never lace him up at all in his life. As the Zydeco play this one into the Mississippi zone from the near corner, out to Esposito to the near half wall. Esposito, stutter steps, leaving it off. Katola steps up, giving it across out to the left circle. Larwood out to the far corner. From the left circle, out to the point. Katola with a chance and a shot, and it gets blocked out by Philip Wong. Held in by Katola momentarily. Wong coming up with it and clearing it all the way back down as Bailey Stevens now has it. Power play over. Stretch pass by Stevens, leaving it off for Esposito. He'll wing it around the boards, trying to find Shane Haggerty. Haggerty to the far half wall. He'll play this one off for Tyler Larwood. Larwood out in front from the left circle, or beg your pardon, to the right circle near side. Picked up now by Esposito. Esposito able to barely hang this one on, but the puck just trickles right through. Picked up and dumped back down by Esposito into the Mississippi zone. And here come the SeaWolves. Sam Turner has it from behind his own net. Turner leaving this one off for Barrington. Barrington turning it over out to his own blue line. Nearly a costly turnover back of the way. Here come the SeaWolves into the Zydeco end. That one gets blocked along by the skates of the Zydeco. And now back of the way. Here comes Shane Haggerty. Haggerty nearly turns it over, and there will be a penalty on that. That one is going to be interference on Shane Haggerty. That was a lofty turnover that arguably Shane Haggerty, who, yes, did cause a turnover, did need to take a time, or beg your pardon, did need to take the penalty there. Otherwise, it would have been a 2-on-0 back of the way on Bailey Stevens. So, Unfortunately, a turnover leads to a penalty, and when we get back, it'll be a fresh power play for the Mississippi SeaWolves and a penalty kill brought to you by Wilson Warehouse right here on Zydeco TV. 1-1 is your score with 3:41 left to go here in the second period here at the Mississippi Coast Coliseum. Welcome back here inside the Mississippi Coast Coliseum, where your score lies at 1 apiece and a fresh power play for Mississippi. 0 for 3 are the SeaWolves on the power play. 3 for 3 are the Zydeco on the penalty kill and off the draw. Pekarsik, he'll leave this one back down low for Barrington. Back to Pekarsik. Leaving it across, finding it back to Bartlett. Back to Pekarsik with a shot, and that one gets darted wide, picked up by Namiki. He'll try to clear this one, held in by Sam Turner. Out to Pekarsik. Back to Sam Turner. Turner with a chance and a shot, and that one goes off the blocker of Bailey Stevens. Trying to clear this one was Rio Namiki. That gets held up as Namiki, without a stick, tries to box out Bartlett as that one gets taken away. Here comes the Zydeco back of the way. Sidesteps one. Here comes Jake Cox. Cox short-handed. That's it to the left circle. Cox out in front with a chance and a shot. What a save. Rebound, and that one hits the outside of the cage. That was a great shot and a great move by Cox. And now here comes Pekarsik into the Zydeco end. He'll wing it around the far boards, picked up to the right circle and leaving it off for Sam Turner out to the blue line. Leaving it across to Keller. Keller, cross-ice pass, leaving it back down low, trying to set up shop here on the power play. Little bit too darted of a pass as that one gets taken away. Here come the SeaWolves back in the Zydeco end. Isaiah Parrish gets it poke-checked along. Picked up now by the Zydeco behind their own net after intercepting that pass and clearing it as far as center. And now here comes Coleman. Coleman behind his own net. He'll just try to settle play down here with 26 seconds remaining to go on the penalty kill. Now back of the way. Here comes Keller. Keller dropping it off for Parrish. Parrish dropping it off and a chance and a shot, and that one just goes wide. Picked up now by the Zydeco, and off the stanchion, here comes Narek Alexanian on a solo mission. Alexanian gets a stick up high, and he gets taken down, and yeah, that will be a penalty. Just grapples his arm, and he takes him down again. And Alexanian asking the ref, hey, the heck, man? Man, he grabbed onto his arm like a squid does to a crab. He just yanked him back. So 1:43 left to go, and we'll have 4-on-4 for another 2 seconds. And, well, let's be honest, it's going to be another Badgers Heating and Air power play for the Zydeco. So on the ice for the Zydeco, still trying to figure out the fourth man. Right now you have Thornton, Elijah Wilson making his way out to the face-off dot. You have McGuire out there. So a lot of heavy hitters here for the Zydeco. So right now I believe head coach Everett Thompson is aware of the 2-second power play, or beg your pardon, 2-second 4-on-4. So want to send out the power play unit now rather than waiting when they clear. having a little bit of sign language communication with head coach Everett Thompson, trying to figure out if he's going to be going back to the bench. And coach telling him, nope, you're getting on the play. Off the draw. Brody Thornton. He'll play this one back down low as that one gets taken away by Sam Turner, picked up and cleared all the way back down, in on goal actually, so Bailey Stevens will play this one across. Kim Miettinen has it back in his own zone. Has it out to center ice. He'll drop this one off. Finding Brody Thornton. Thornton into the Mississippi zone to the far boards. He has it back down low from the goal line. He'll leave it across. Centering it out in front. No one home as Brody Thornton again tried to find his own centering pass and net it home, but not able to. And now back there into their own zone. Here comes Kim Miettinen. Miettinen leaving it across to Brody Thornton to the near half wall. Thornton into the Mississippi zone, out to the blue line. Miettinen giving it across the left circle, onto the right with a chance on a shot. Scores! Brody Thornton picked a corner yet again. And the sharpshooter from Clinton Township, Michigan gets it done. 2-1 for the Zydeco on the power play. 11th goal of the season, 27th point on the campaign. And it's a 2-1 late lead here in period number 2 on the power play. Finally cashing in on the man advantage. And off the draw, Scott Chirac out at center ice, turning it over. Here comes Mississippi into the right circle, the Zydeco end, and that one gets blocked all the way up and into the empty seats. And ends up as a souvenir for yet another lucky fan. So we'll get a face-off here in the Zydeco zone, far right circle. Going in to take the draw is going to be Jake Cox. And he'll be facing off against, I believe that is number 26, Brendan Hussey. Hussey and Cox having each other a little bit of a chin wag. And off the draw, Cox able to win this one cleanly, leaving it off for Rio Namiki. Namiki with 36 seconds left to go, gallivanting a rush. Back of the way, here comes Aaron Shaheen. Shaheen trying to leave this one off. That one gets taken away by Mississippi. Here comes Pekarsik into the Zydeco end from the end board. Stopped up behind the net as Katola now has it. He'll try to clear this one all the way back down as Jake Cox had a step on it. Puck a little bit too fast for him as Cox trying to jar this one from the far corner. Picked up now by the SeaWolves. They have it back in their own zone, trying to gallivant a rush back the other way. Here comes Hussey into the Zydeco end. Stops up. 4 seconds left to go. Giving it across on a shot, and that one gets blocked last second by Rio Namiki. After 40 minutes of play, your score is 2-1 for the Zydeco. Off the power play, Brody Thornton able to find the lone goal here in the middle frame. Shots on goal after 40 minutes, 24 for the Baton Rouge Zydeco and 19 for the Mississippi SeaWolves. Little bit of joshing back and forth. And in the middle of it, trying to get numbers here, I believe is Andrew Stacy. And he's joshing at someone from the Zydeco, not too happy. As I believe it's Cox and Stacy getting to know one another. So then that'll be that. No flares past the little bit of gallywag that we saw right in front of the Zydeco bench. So we'll step aside here. When we get back, we'll get you a look at the out-of-town scoreboard and a recap of what happened here in period number 2. Stick with us right here on Zydeco TV.
If you don't have a plan or you don't understand how or where to begin. At church funeral services, we'll handle it all with care and passion. Church funeral services.
We've gotten very good at roofing. We're good at the actual work, but also the documentation from the beginning. Getting everything with the client, what do they need? What are their needs? And then how can I give them a couple of options? And then from there, during the process, they know what's going on. And then at the end, feeling good about everything that's complete, and they're happy when they're done with their job.
The trust that we offer to our clients is actually, it comes pretty easy for us because we've been doing this a long time, and 90% of the jobs that we get are referrals. You know, that's what we depend on, and we strive to let the customer know that we're going to be here. We will always answer the phone.
At Don Seafood, our weekend brunch isn't just a meal. It's the moment you've been waiting for all week. Begin your legendary weekend with brunch favorites like our shrimp and grits, crab cake benedict, and of course, bottomless mimosas. Let's be honest, the party doesn't start until Don Seafood hits the table. From our team at Don Seafood, we want to thank you for the past 90 years and cheers to many more together.
For over 90 years, Don Seafood has been a Louisiana staple. From the finest Gulf catch to the most authentic Cajun recipes, our commitment to quality and tradition is who we are. Enjoy favorites like our gumbo, jacked up shrimp, seafood salad, steak, and of course, our signature seafood platter. Don's is more than just food. We're a celebration of flavor and family. From our team at Don Seafood, we want to thank you for the last 90 years and cheers to many more together.
We do things with passion. Everybody here really is invested. So if something can be done better, we challenge the status quo.
The Men's Network started when I went to a computer club meeting in the 7th grade that Brett organized. At that point, I had never met anyone that was as good at computers as Brett was. And by the 8th grade, we figured out that this was something that we could do professionally.
We moved to Baton Rouge to go to LSU, and that's really where our business got planted.
Give Immense a call. Let us show you how IT should be done.
Find more of what you're looking for at L'Auberge Baton Rouge. More of the games you love, more of the flavors you crave, more staycation relaxation. All this plus an exceptional staff. Add more to your story at L'Auberge Baton Rouge.
official sponsor of Baton Rouge Zydeco.
Are home problems turning your life upside down? Trust Southern Air Cooling, Heating, Plumbing, and Electrical to save the day. From electrical issues to keeping you comfortable, plumbing repairs, and even generators, we do it all. Southern Air Cooling, Heating, Plumbing, and Electrical, your one-stop solution for electrical, AC, plumbing, and generators. If you need us to save the day for you, call or visit us online at southernairbr.com.
For the ultimate game day experience? Come to the Queen Casino in Baton Rouge. Savor game day platters and snacks, plus drink specials at 1717 Kitchen and Cocktails. Wall-to-wall, state-of-the-art TVs mean you'll see every touchdown, Hail Mary, and big turnover in crystal clear HD. Place your bets and feel the thrill of every play with our DraftKings Sportsbook. So come out for game day and let our team make you the MVP. The Queen Casino in Baton Rouge, where every moment is a win. Looking for the ultimate game day experience? Come to the Queen Casino in Baton Rouge. Wall-to-wall TVs mean you'll see every touchdown in HD. Place your bets and feel the thrill of every play with our DraftKings Sportsbook. The Queen Casino, where every moment is a win.
Tremonti's has meat. Tremonti's has seafood. Tremonti's has much more. Tremonti's on-site catering is the best in Baton Rouge. Our friendly staff brings everything to our client's location, set up, serves guests, and cleans up once our guests are satisfied and full. Tremonti's caters weddings, corporate events, parties, luncheons, crawfish and shrimp boils, breakfast, fundraisers, barbecues, and much more. Good meat ain't cheap, and cheap meat ain't good. Visit Tremonti's.com, 225-751-7665.
Welcome back here inside of the Mississippi Coast Coliseum, where your score remains at 2-1 after a beautiful setup goal by Brody Thornton. Pushed the edge and gave the Zydeco the lead. And just a reminder, if you want to meet the Zydeco as they head back here to Baton Rouge, you can attend the Boys Are Back in Town Crawfish Boil. March 12th from 4 to 9 p.m. It's going to be $25 per plate, plus in the parking lot of Mid-City Tower, we are going to have a live coaches show. So if you want to meet the boys, have a chance to get on Zydeco TV. Make sure you RSVP by scanning the QR code on screen. And we hope to see you there at the parking lot of the beautifully renovated Mid-City Tower. All right, so let's walk you through what happened here so far in the game. It was a takeaway by Scott Chirac in the first period, able to net one right behind Richie Perrant, short-handed to make it 1-0 Zydeco. That one came to the assist of Elijah Wilson and Rio Namiki. And about a few minutes later, Philip Wong on an even strength goal would tie things up to the assist of Blake Keller and Sam Turner. And just a few moments ago, Brody Thornton on the power play, able to find the back of the net and give the Zydeco the 2-1 lead as they head on to period number 3. So, Zydeco right now looking pretty strong after 40 minutes of play, but do remember last night they had a 3-1 lead instead of a 2-1, and they ended up losing that one in a shootout. The key here is 60 minutes. You need to play 60 minutes in order to capture these 3 points. Very crucial 3 points, I might add. So it's all about keeping on skating. Don't coax, don't glide. And it's funny. The thing that Everett Thompson has said, and it's something that I think a lot of head coaches say. It's like, it looks like he's gliding out there. I saw a lot of that in the third period last night. A lot of gliding, a lot of floating out there. But in this last 20 minutes, in order to capture the 3 points, gonna need to keep the effort, keep the foot on the gas pedal, keep throwing pucks on the net, and maybe get a 2-goal lead. You know, I know it's the worst lead in hockey, but it wouldn't hurt. So, 20 more minutes here in Biloxi in regulation, the final regulation period before the Zydeco finally make their way back to the Rivers Center on Thursday. So, hopefully we're talking about a 3-point seal here as they head back home. We'll get back to you for period number 3 coming up right after this.
We've gotten very good at roofing. We're good at the actual work, but also the documentation from the beginning. Getting everything with the client. What do they need? What are their needs? And then how can I give them a couple of options? And then from there, during the process, they know what's going on. And then at the end, feeling good about everything that's complete, and they're happy when they're done with their job.
The trust that we offer to our clients is actually, it comes pretty easy for us because we've been doing this a long time, and 90% of the jobs that we get are referrals. You know, that's what we depend on, and we strive to let the customer know that we're going to be here. We will always answer the phone.
Don Seafood, our weekend brunch isn't just a meal. It's the moment you've been waiting for all week. Begin your legendary weekend with brunch favorites like our shrimp and grits, crab cake benedict, and of course, bottomless mimosas. Let's be honest, the party doesn't start until Don Seafood hits the table. From our team at Don Seafood, we want to thank you for the past 90 years and cheers to many more together.
For over 90 years, Don's Seafood has been a Louisiana staple. From the finest Gulf catch to the most authentic Cajun recipes, our commitment to quality and tradition is who we are. Enjoy favorites like our gumbo, jacked up shrimp, seafood salad, steak, and of course, our signature seafood platter. Don's is more than just food. We're a celebration of flavor and family. From our team at Don's Seafood, we want to thank you for the last 90 years and cheers to many more together.
We do things with passion. Everybody here really is invested. So if something can be done better, we challenge the status quo.
The Men's Network started when I went to a computer club meeting in the 7th grade that Brett organized. At that point, I had never met anyone that was as good at computers as Brett was. And by the 8th grade, we figured out that this was something that we could do professionally.
So we moved to Baton Rouge to go to LSU, and that's really where our business got planted.
Give Immense a call. Let us show you how IT should be done.
Find more of what you're looking for at L'Auberge Baton Rouge. More of the games you love, more of the flavors you crave, more staycation relaxation. All this plus an exceptional staff. Add more to your story at L'Auberge Baton Rouge.
An official sponsor of Baton Rouge.
Welcome back here to the Mississippi Coast Coliseum. I got two questions in chat. One I can answer infinitively, and the other one, well, I'll give an explanation of why I'm going to give you such a non-answer. The first one to Grace B, it is going to be the top 3 teams solidify for the playoffs. So that is a secured playoff spot where the number 4 and number 5 team are going to be playing a play-in round to take on the number 1 seed. So say that the Zydeco and the Blue Ridge Bobcats end up 4 and 5. They'll play each other for the chance to take on the number 1 seed Carolina Thunderbirds. Drop of the puck here, and we're underway in the third period. I'll get to the second question of why I can't answer it right after we play a little game called hockey here at the Mississippi Coast Coliseum. Here comes Narek Alexanian. Has it to the near side. He'll pitch it across out to the far boards. Here comes Chris Yolik to the right circle, the Mississippi zone, and a shot, and that one goes off the shoulder of Richie Perrant. Back of the way. Here comes Mississippi with a chance, giving it back out in front. Here comes a shot, scores! Ross Bartlett, after 2 goals last night. Beat goes on for 77. Sneaks right past Bailey Stevens. And 30 seconds into period number 3, we are tied at deuces apiece. So Bartlett, after 2 goals last night, adds his 12th goal of the season, 26th point on the campaign, and he ties this thing up here at 2 apiece, here in period number 3. Here comes Stacy, giving it across into the Zydeco end. Nick Catola from behind his own net. He'll wing it around to Shane Haggerty. Haggerty stopped up by Isaiah Parrish. Around the boards they go, out to the near side. Jake Cox trying to clear the zone, held in at the blue line by Parrish. Catola loses his footing, leaving it off for Haggerty, who will clear this one all the way back down on for an icing. 18:52 left to go here in period number 3. So to the second question about magic numbers. Okay, so to calculate magic numbers in hockey, and this is traditional, this is 2 points per win hockey, you would subtract the losses from the total amount of remaining games plus 1 to get you a magic number. Not sure what that means for a 3 points, but since I got I would say 68 at best in high school math, I don't think I'm going to be doing any calculations anytime soon. Don't want you guys getting excited. Like, well, he said we only needed like 6 points. And I'm like, dude, you're asking a guy who really barely passed math in high school to do your calculations for you. Like, no. Anyway, here come the SeaWolves back the other way through the neutral zone. They'll go to cross into the end boards of the Zydeco end, where it gets picked up now by Garrett Johnson, leaving it off for Thomas McGuire. McGuire to the far side. They'll play this one back down. Elijah Wilson sidesteps one, has it across. Toe drags another. Solo mission. Wilson leaves it off for Garrett Johnson, and then a shot, and that one will go all the way up into the crowd, and we'll get a face-off here into the SeaWolves zone. 18:04 left to go here in period number 3, and we are tied up at 2 apiece after a Ross Bartlett goal tied things up moments ago. So we'll get a face-off here to the near side, where Thomas McGuire will face off against Brendan Hussey. So a face-off infraction on Hussey. He'll switch off with Lucas Pekarsik. And off the draw, Pekarsik able to tie up the face-off as the puck flutters itself into center ice. Back of the way, here come the SeaWolves with a wired shot and a good save by Bailey Stevens. Turned aside by Ryan Kleber. And now back of the way, here comes Esposito trying to find a stretch pass. Intercepted at the blue line. Held in. They'll give it across. Picked up now by Scott Chirac. They'll play this one behind the net as that one goes off for an icing. 17:40 left to go here in period number 3. Your score is tied up at 2 apiece. And if you're the Zydeco, I would say arguably you really can't have this thing going to overtime. You need to get all 3 points here. So anybody who is new to FPHL style of scoring when it comes to the standings, regulation wins are 3 points, while overtime wins are just 2. So you need that extra point. Every point matters here for the Zydeco. They'll try to play this one back down, pitchforked along out to the blue line, and that one will be played across by the SeaWolves, giving it across out to center ice. Here comes Blake Keller. Keller will drop this one off for Andrew Stacy. Stacy stretch pass intercepted emphatically by Rio Namiki. He'll turn this one behind the Mississippi net. Stacy turning this one around, trying to find it back to Keller. Keller intercepted as Larwood trying to find a sprawling pass from Alexanian, and that one gets played back by Stevens, leaving it off for Namiki. Namiki behind his own net. He'll try to stretch past this one off the boards of the neutral zone. It will trickle in on goal and covered by the goaltender Richie Perrant with 16:52 left to go here in period number 3. Your score is tied up at 2 apiece. Shots on goal, 25 for the Zydeco and 21 for the SeaWolves. And off the draw, Zydeco win this one back behind their own net as Rio Namiki leaves this one off. And now out to the near side as Stacy tries to hold this one in. Out to the near side and a shot, and that one gets taken away. Out to the near boards now. Picked up by Stacy. Out to the blue line. It gets swatted at by one of the Zydeco. I believe that was Tyler Larwood. As Larwood trying to clear this one all the way back down. Eric Alexanian intercepting it. And now here comes Hippolyte Smith. Leading this one across. Out to the far boards. Picked up now by Brody Thornton. Thornton getting on his high horse, giving it across out to the right circle and a shot, and that one gets saved off by Richie Perrant. $16-15 left to go here in period number 3. Your score is tied up at 2 apiece. Shots on goal, 26 for the Zydeco and 21 for the SeaWolves. Wildchild actually wrote in chat, in simple terms, 6 points, 2 wins would tie us with the Columbus River Dragons. That is correct. However, we tie in points, looking at Columbus has more wins, the FPHL. Yeah, so if we tie up, then Columbus has the tiebreaker. As the Zydeco forcing this one back into the Mississippi end, and now Pekarsik will send this one across into the Zydeco end. Picked up now by Kim Miettinen, leaving it off for Jake Cox. Cox out to the near side of the Mississippi end, has it to the slot, out to the right circle, and a backhand try, and a good save, and that one gets picked up and cleared out by Pekarsik. Out to the blue line, and now here come the Zydeco. They'll lift this one back into the Mississippi end, and Richie Perrant didn't like the way it looked. Just ended up keeping it in his glove. Lobbying for a face-off, so we'll get another draw here inside of the Mississippi end. Didn't really have anybody around him. I think what may have happened is one of the Zydeco may have shouted at him, and maybe he got a little bit of like, oh, maybe he's closer than I thought, so just ended up just covering it. And again, game within the game. You always have to play those head games, especially when you're not really always aware where people are at all times on the ice. As that one gets picked up and won across into the Zydeco end as Blake Keller gets knocked off the puck. Thomas McGuire has it to the near side, trying to get this one across. Out to the slot as Ryan Kleber leaving it off for McGuire. Picked up and dumped all the way back down into the Mississippi end where the SeaWolves control it. Here comes Iha. Out to the near side. He'll pitch it across. Out to Isaiah Parrish. Parrish into the Zydeco end. Sweeping post check by Ryan Kleber failed as that centering pass goes to nobody. And now here comes Iha. Iha from the blue line. Pump fake. Giving it across to the left circle and a shot and a good save and a rebound. And that one goes right behind the net. Picked up now by the SeaWolves. Out to the blue line. Andrew Stacy. Twisting this one around, trying to find Philip Wong to the end board, centering it out in front, and that one gets intercepted by the glove of Bailey Stevens. 2-2 is your score, 14-29 left to go here in period number 3. Your score, 2-2, shots on goal, 27 for the Zydeco and 22 for the SeaWolves. We'll pause a few moments to thank some of our sponsors. Sigma Engineers and Constructors, ENC Bush Hogging and Mulching, Capital City Produce, Bowfinger Tree Service, Republic Finance, Schmolke Law Firm, Pico Lumber, Wilson Warehouse, Highland Group Property Services, Bayou Apparel, Gator Millworks, Will Scott, AV Solutions, and VRI Institute. We will be back right after this.
Are home problems turning your life upside down? Trust Southern Air Cooling, Heating, Plumbing, and Electrical to save the day.
Welcome back here inside the Mississippi Coast Coliseum. Off the draw, the Mississippi SeaWolves regain possession here in the Zydeco end. They'll flip it around out to the near side, intercepted by Rio Namiki, leaving it off for Jake Cox. Intercepted now at the blue line. Coleman giving it across. Hippolyte Smith back to Coleman, top of the left circle, out to the blue line, where Sam Turner will turn this one around into the end boards. Picked up now by Hippolyte Smith. Smith into the corner, getting taken to the boards by Brody Thornton. And they'll just squirt this puck into the end boards. Picked up now by Rio Namiki. Picked up and cleared as far as center, where Sam Turner now has it. Turner will dump this one into the Zydeco end. And did they call that one an icing? I believe they called that one an icing. I don't think that was an icing. Yeah, it's not. So, all right. Here's another rule for you guys. So what happened was the referee erroredly called that an icing. You saw Bailey Stevens behind his own net ready to play it. If there was an icing, he would still be in his crease. He wouldn't have went back to play it. And even then, because he went back to play it, that would have nullified the icing in of itself. So the referee was in error. Instead of dropping it into the Mississippi side of the ice, instead it says, my bad, so he drops it at center ice. As Pekarsik now has it into the Zydeco ends. Cross-ice pass out to the left circle. Picked up out to the blue line. Barrington out to the blue line to Stacy. Stacy winging it around the boards. Intercepted from the end boards. Larwood has it from the near side. Trying to center this one out as the goaltender Bailey Stevens able to intercept that pass. Out to the blue line. Stacy, cross-ice pass. Barrington a shot, and that one goes wide. Picked up now by Hussey out in front and a shot, and that one gets played now all the way back down where it gets battled along out to the far corner. Picked up now by Barrington. Barrington trying to pass this one out in front. A loose stick, just Van on it. They'll get this one across. Picked up now by Thomas McGuire. Stretch pass trying to find Chris Ciolik, just out of his reach. As that one gets played across by the SeaWolves. Ross Bartlett, who got the game-tying goal moments ago, will get this one down and deep to the Zydeco end. Picked up by the Zydeco and dumped back down into the Mississippi side of the ice. Picked up now by the SeaWolves from center ice. They'll try to skate this one back down. Barrington, Bartlett, leaving this one back out to Philip Wong, and that one gets intercepted. And now a stretch pass, trying to find Esposito, was Garrett Johnson. Johnson still with it, though, and that one gets taken away, cleared up into center ice, where it gets headed off by Ryan Kleber. Kleber trying to get this one back out in front. That one gets taken away. Here comes Keller. Keller into the Zydeco end. Has it to the near half wall. From the end boards, he'll wing it around the glass. Kleber takes him off the puck, and oh, that was a good body check by Kleber, again taking him down as Chris Ciolik gets taken to the glass. Kleber trying to fish out for the puck. Garrett Johnson leaving this one off as Esposito giving it across to Ciolik. And back of the way, here comes Kleber. Ryan Kleber on the backhand. He'll just guide this one into the into the end boards. And a centering pass will go out to the blue line. Stopped up by Chirac. Chirac around the boards, trying to find a friendly face. That one gets taken away by Iha. And now Iha will send this one all the way back down into the Zydeco end. No icing, says the referee. And now back of the way, here comes Thornton. Thornton trying to play this one back down as from his knees, able to regain possession momentarily. Isaiah Parrish will send this one across into the Zydeco end with 11:08 left to go here in period number 3. And now here comes Esposito. Stretch pass, finding Chirac. Chirac. The bouncing puck ends up to the stick of Shane Haggerty. Far side of the Mississippi zone. Chirac has it. To the right circle, out to the slot, and that one gets taken away up by Mississippi. Back of the way, here comes Hippolyte Smith. Into the Zydeco end, poke checked aside by Brody Thornton. Into the end boards. Thornton and Hippolyte Smith collide into the near corner. 10:38 left to go here in period number 3. 2-2 is your score. Shots on goal, 27 for the Zydeco and 22 for the Mississippi SeaWolves. Able to barely hold that one in was Brendan Hussey. He'll just go off for line changes. Scott Chirac now has it back in his own zone. He'll pass it across out to the far boards. Here comes Jake Smith. Or beg your pardon, Jake Cox has it with a shot, and that one gets saved out in front and a rebound, and that one will be picked up now by Pekarsik. Pekarsik off the boards, trying to get this one all the way back down. A swing and a miss by number 77, Bartlett. We'll leave this one all the way back down into the Mississippi end, where it gets stopped up by Richie Perrant. Behind the net goes Stacy with 9:51 left to go here in period number 3. Your score is tied up at 2 apiece. Shots on goal, 28 for the Zydeco, 22 for the Mississippi SeaWolves. Taken away by the Zydeco. Back of the way. Here comes Elijah Wilson. Has it to the near side with a chance and a shot and a good save. For bigger part, that was McGuire. McGuire in transition tried to find the odd man rush. Had Wilson to his far side, but not able to find him. We'll step aside here at the Mississippi Coast Coliseum. It is 2-2 with 9:36 left to go here in period number 3 in a very important rubber match against the Mississippi SeaWolves. We'll be right back here on Zydeco TV.
To keeping you comfortable, plumbing repairs, and even generators, we do it all. Southern Air Cooling, Heating, Plumbing, and Electrical, your one-stop solution for electrical, AC, plumbing, and generators. If you need us to save the day for you, call or visit us online at southernairbr.com.
For the ultimate game day experience, come to the Queen Casino in Baton Rouge. Savor game day platters and snacks, plus drink specials at 1717 Kitchen and Cocktails. Wall-to-wall, state-of-the-art TVs mean you'll see every touchdown, Hail Mary, and big turnover in crystal clear HD. Place your bets and feel the thrill of every play with our DraftKings Sportsbook. So come out for game day and let our team make you the MVP. The Queen Casino in Baton Rouge, where every moment is a win. Looking for the ultimate game day experience? Come to the Queen Casino in Baton Rouge. Wall-to-wall TVs mean you'll see every touchdown in HD. Place your bets and feel the thrill of every play with our DraftKings Sportsbook. The Queen Casino, where every moment.
Welcome back here inside of the Mississippi Coast Coliseum. We had a face-off here inside of the Mississippi end, and off the draw, Barrington has it to the far boards, picking it up and clearing it out into the Zydeco end. Nick Katola leaving it off for Miettinen. Back to Katola. Katola, stretch pass as that one gets touched up, leaving it across, trying to find Chris Siolik. That gets taken away by Richie Perrant as Elijah Parrish will leave this one off for Barrington into the Zydeco end. Barrington with a chance, trying to flutter this one in front of the net, instead just finds the side of it, and an easy save for Bailey Stevens with 9:09 left to go here in period number 2. Shots on goal now for the Zydeco, 29, for the SeaWolves, 23. We're going to face off here to the far left circle of the Zydeco end. And off the draw, Zydeco trying to play this one back out to the end boards, where it gets played off now by Brody Thornton. Thornton out to the near side as Narek Alexanian comes up with it, and he'll clear this one all the way back down as Keller with a stretch pass intercepted by Alexanian. Alexanian giving it across to the far boards with a shot and a good save. Picked up now by Alexanian to the far corner of the Mississippi zone. They'll get this one out to the blue line. From the left circle, and a shot just gets tipped wide. Picked up now by Alexanian again from the right circle. Trying to get this one out to the blue line, and that one errored pass will get picked up by Bailey Stevens back in his own zone, and it'll be swatted back into the Mississippi end by Thornton. Taken away by the SeaWolves. Back of the way, 3-on-2 if they hurry. Into the Zydeco end from the right circle, giving it out in front, and a shot and a good save and a rebound, and that one will find its way out to the near boards. From the near half wall, Andrew Stacy steps up, giving it across with a shot, and it gets tipped up and out of play. 8:12 left to go here in period number 3. Your score tied up at 2 apiece. Shots on goal, 30 for the Zydeco, 24 for the Mississippi SeaWolves. We're going to face off here to the far left circle of the Zydeco zone. Gliding in to take the draw is going to be Scott Chirac, and he'll be facing off against number 25, Dalton Anderson. And off the draw, Chirac winning this one back to Miettinen. Drop pass for Namiki. Namiki out to the far half wall. He'll stretch past this one all the way back to Scott Chirac. Out to the right circle of the Mississippi zone. He'll curl and drag, having this one back down low to Jake Cox. Cox out to the blue line to Namiki. Trying to find it across to Miettinen, and that one gets taken away by Hippolyte Smith. Here comes Hippolyte Smith. Cross-ice pass into the neutral zone. Now into the Zydeco end where Miettinen now has it. He'll settle down the puck from his own zone. Striking pass all the way down to Jake Cox. Into the Mississippi zone goes Chirac with a shot going high and wide. Out to the far boards, back of the way. Here comes Keller. Keller with a chance and a poke check to side as it gets picked up now by Nick Katola. Katola back the other way. Sam Turner now has it. He'll give it across to Coleman. Coleman into the Zydeco end. Leaving it off for Pekarsik. Pekarsik out to Coleman. Coleman from the right circle. Pekarsik. Pekarsik centering it out in front of the shot. Saved by Stevens. Out to the far side. Coleman from the far half wall. Pekarsik to Coleman. Out in front. Not able to go as Nick Katola finds a streaking Chirac. Back of the way. Wilson out to Katola with a shot, and that one gets saved off by Richie Perrant. 6:45 left to go here in period number 3. Back of the way, 2-2 is your score as Mississippi into the Zydeco end. They'll play this one out to the blue line. Turner with a stretch pass, but that one gets blocked out to center ice where it gets picked up now by the Mississippi SeaWolves. Out to the near side, Keller trying to guide this one out in front, taken away by Bailey Stevens, and he'll just guide this one harmlessly into the far corner. Picked up now by Isaiah Parrish. Parrish centering pass to Stacy. Stacy getting it back down low from the near corner, centering it out in front, not able to go, and the loose puck skitters itself into the near half wall. Stacy out to the blue line to Philip Wong, and a shot scores. Philip Wong from the blue line. Bailey Stevens did not see it till it zipped by his face. 6:02 left to go, and the SeaWolves have a 3-2 lead. So 6:02 remaining. And the SeaWolves have a 1-goal lead. And off the draw, Zydeco with possession from the faceoff dot. They'll get this one across to the far boards from the neutral zone. Out to Miettinen. Back out for Alexanian. Alexanian leading this one behind the net. Here come the SeaWolves back it away. Intercepted by, I believe that is Tyler Larwood, leaving it across for Narek Alexanian. Alexanian trying to find it back to Larwood. As that one gets played all the way back down from Hippolyte Smith out to Andrew Stacy with 5:30 left to go here in period number 3. They'll play this one back down. And now back the other way. Here come the SeaWolves after a couple of Zydeco collide. They'll just dump this one into the Zydeco end where Brody Thornton will calm play down. From behind the net. They'll play this one back down. Here comes Cox. Cox into the Mississippi zone. They'll try to play this one down. Here comes Cox out to the blue line. Stopped up from Johnson in a shot, and that one gets blocked out to the corner as Johnson tried to hold this one in. And now Sam Turner turning this one around. Has it out in front, and that one's not able to go. And a centering pass, and that one will go to the wayside. Here comes Jake Cox. Stretch pass back of the way. Here comes Shane Haggerty. Haggerty into the Mississippi zone. Drop pass for Namiki. Namiki back to Haggerty. Haggerty out to the slot. And a shot, and that one just goes off the body of one of the Zydeco out in front. It was Jake Cox. As Cox gets taken down, and they'll wing this one around the boards. Picked up now to the far side. Philip Wong giving it across on the shot. Good save by Stevens. Out behind the net. Trying to play this one out in front. Intercepting, turning it around and a shot, and a good save by Stevens. And now into the near side. Here comes Keller. Out to the blue line. Poke check to side. Out to the blue line again as Keller will just take this one all the way back into his own zone. And now Richie Perrant playing this one behind his own net. And now here come the SeaWolves back of the way into the Zydeco end. Here comes Isaiah Parrish into the Zydeco side of the ice. Turning this one over into the slot, and that one will be shot off the body of Elijah Wilson. Behind the net, here comes Katola, leaving it off for Brody Thornton. Thornton trying to play this one all the way back down. Here comes McGuire. Drop pass for Elijah Wilson. Wilson trying to find this one back from Aaron Shaheen to the near boards. McGuire around the boards as the puck just bounces all the way around into the far side, where it gets played off now by the Zydeco. Trying to play this one back out to the near corner. McGuire stopped up as Thornton with a shot, and that one goes off the boot. Picked up now by the Zydeco, able to hold this one into the Mississippi zone. He'll play this one out to the near boards, where it gets played across. And now behind the net, it'll be Tanner Coleman playing it. Coleman out to the near side to Sam Turner. Back up the ice. Here comes Bartlett around the boards, finding Hussey. Hussey from the far side of the Zydeco end, giving it across out to the slot, and a shot from Bakarsik going up and out of play with 2:19 left to go here in period number 3, where we will step aside here with a 3-2 lead for the Mississippi SeaWolves. Shots on goal, 32 for the Zydeco and 27 for the Mississippi SeaWolves. We'll be right back here on Zydeco TV.
Tremonti's has meat. Tremonti's has seafood. Tremonti's has much more. Tremonti's on-site catering is the best in Baton Rouge. Our friendly staff brings everything to our client's location, set up, serves guests, and cleans up once our guests are satisfied and full. Tremonti's caters weddings, corporate events, parties, luncheons, crawfish and shrimp boils, breakfast, fundraisers, barbecues, and much more. Good meat ain't cheap, and cheap meat ain't good. Visit Tremonti's.com, 225-751-7665.
Welcome back here inside of the Mississippi Coast Coliseum. 3-2 is your score for the Mississippi SeaWolves. Zydeco trying to capture some crucial points here on the weekend against these SeaWolves. And off the draw, Zydeco trying to force possession back in the Mississippi zone as Larwood coming into collision from the end boards. That one gets squirted out and now back of the way. Here comes Keller. Blake Keller giving it across. Out for Barrington, trying to get it out in front, but that one just misses the net. Picked up now from behind the net by the Zydeco, as that one goes off the near boards of the neutral zone, and that one will go across into the Mississippi side of the ice. Picked up now by Stacy. They'll send this one all the way back down, where it gets played off now by Miettinen. Miettinen trying to guide this one is Tyler Larwood, as that one gets intercepted now by Andrew Stacy with under 1.5 minutes left to go here in regulation. Zydeco really can't afford to lose this one, as Turner has it, giving it across and a shot, and that one gets saved off by Bailey Stevens. Here comes Scott Chirac. Chirac, he'll pitch it across. He'll wing it around the boards. Have it now to the near boards. Empty net here for the Zydeco. 6-on-5 will escape with under a minute left to go here as the puck finds its way out to the end boards. Jay Cox, he'll wing it around the boards. Nick Katola. Katola setting up shop, giving it across to Johnson, and a shot and just goes wide. Rebound as Haggerty leaves it off from the near boards. Chirac has it to the near side. Trying Michigan, getting it out in front, not able to go. Third try. They have it out to the right circle, out to Johnson, as that one goes across. And a rebound, and that one gets cleared all the way back down. And that one will go for an icing. 27.5 left to go here in period number 3. 1-goal game. 3-2 is your score, and it looks like the Zydeco will be taking their timeout. Shots on goal, 28 for the Mississippi SeaWolves, 33 for the Zydeco. And when we get back, a huge face-off will be looming in the Mississippi end, right here on Zydeco TV. Off the draw here with 27 seconds out in front with a chance and a shot, and that one goes off the iron. And a rebound. Eric Alexanian trying to hold possession here. That one gets taken away from the SeaWolves, jotting it down and wide of the net. No icing, says the linesman, so you got to hurry up if you're Elijah Wilson. He'll play this one all the way back down, taken away by Isaiah Parrish. He'll just hold this one into the Zydeco end, and that one will do it. As the Zydeco lose a second straight here in Mississippi. Final score here in regulation, 3-2 for the Mississippi SeaWolves. As they head back to the Raising Cane's River Center to take on the Dashers. And after that, the Athens Rock Lobsters. It's going to be a fun weekend. Hope to see you all there. Again, final score here from the COllesium, 3-2 in regulation as the Mississippi SeaWolves take down the Zydeco. We will get back to you for the final sign-off right after this.
We've gotten very good at roofing. We're good at the actual work, but also the documentation from the beginning. Getting everything with the client, what do they need? What are their needs? And then how can I give them a couple of options? And then from there, during the process, they know what's going on. And then at the end, feeling good about everything that's complete, and they're happy when they're done with their job.
The trust that we offer to our clients is actually, it comes pretty easy for us because we've been doing this a long time, and 90% of the jobs that we get are referrals. You know, that's what we depend on, and we strive to let the customer know that we're going to be here. We will always answer the phone.
At Don Seafood, our weekend brunch isn't just a meal. It's the moment you've been waiting for all week. Begin your legendary weekend with brunch favorites like our shrimp and grits, crab cake benedict, and of course, bottomless mimosas. Let's be honest, the party doesn't start until Don Seafood hits the table. From our team at Don Seafood, we want to thank you for the past 90 years and cheers to many more together.
For over 90 years, Don's Seafood has been a Louisiana staple. From the finest Gulf catch to the most authentic Cajun recipes, our commitment to quality and tradition is who we are. Enjoy favorites like our gumbo, jacked up shrimp, seafood salad, steak, and of course, our signature seafood platter. Don's is more than just food. We're a celebration of flavor and family. From our team at Don's Seafood, we want to thank you for the last 90 years and cheers to many more together.
We do things with passion. Everybody here really is invested. So if something can be done better, we challenge the status quo.
The Men's Network started when I went to a computer club meeting in the 7th grade that Brett organized. At that point, I had never met anyone that was as good at computers as Brett was. And by the 8th grade, we figured out that this was something that we could do professionally.
So we moved to Baton Rouge to go to LSU, and that's really where our business got planted.
Give Immense a call. Let us show you how IT should be done.
Find more of what you're looking for at L'Auberge Baton Rouge. More of the games you love, more of the flavors you crave, more staycation relaxation. All this plus an exceptional staff. Add more to your story at L'Auberge Baton Rouge.
An official sponsor of Baton Rouge Zydeco.
Are home problems turning your life upside down? Trust Southern Air Cooling, Heating, Plumbing, and Electrical to save the day. From electrical issues to keeping you comfortable, plumbing repairs, and even generators, we do it all. Southern Air Cooling, Heating, Plumbing, and Electrical, your one-stop solution for electrical, AC, plumbing, and generators. If you need us to save the day for you, call or visit us online at southernairbr.com.
Welcome back here inside of the Mississippi Coast COllesium, where your final score in regulation, the SeaWolves take down the Zydeco in their first sweep of the season. Around the league, let's talk about the final scores. Well, not really final, as the Zydeco played pretty early, so we still have scores around the league still coming in. 2-1 your score, the Danbury hat trick over the HC Venom in period number 2. The Port Huron Prowlers leading 2-1 against the Athens Rock Lobsters. And the Binghamton Black Bears have a 1-0 lead over the Blue Ridge Bobcats. Later on tonight at 6 o'clock Central, it'll be the Motor City Rockers taking on the Watertown Wolves. Now let's take a look at what happened here in tonight's game. Starting off, short-handed Scott Chirac had the game's opening goal to the assist of Rio Namiki and Elijah Wilson to make it 1-0 Zydeco off of the penalty kill and opening up the scoring here this afternoon. And later on, about 4 minutes later, it would be Philip Wong, even strength the assist of Sam Turner and Blake Keller, after he would get a lofty tip from a Sam Turner shot, and it just sneaked past Bailey Stevens. Later on in the second period, it would be Brody Thornton with 10 seconds left to go in the middle frame on the power play, able to get the go-ahead goal to the assist of Thomas McGuire, and Ethan Esposito getting his first point of his pro career. But in the third period, that would be that for the Zydeco scoring, unfortunately, as Ross Bartlett, who had a monster weekend, was able to find the tying goal just 30 seconds into period number 3 off of the assist of Lucas Pekarsik and Richie Perrant to tie things up at 2 apiece. And later on in period number 3, it would be Maxwell Barrington tying things, or bigger pardon, breaking the tie with little under 6 minutes left to go, getting the game-winning goal for the SeaWolves. And taking a look, winning goaltender for the Mississippi SeaWolves, Richie Perrant, earns his second win of the season, saving 31 of 33 for a .939 save percentage. And his record improves to 2-6-0. And on the other side, Bailey Stevens, losing goaltender, saves 25 of 28 for an .893 save percentage, and his record drops to 10-3-3. So that'll about do it. Here, final score, 3-2 in regulation. The Zydeco fall and hand the SeaWolves their first sweep of the season. But as they head back to the River Center, a much-needed homestand here for the Zydeco as they take on the Dashers Hockey Club next Thursday at 7:05. If you want to catch the action, you can always tune back here for the YouTube channel if you can't catch the action live, but we encourage you, make sure you guys secure your tickets today. Call 225-515-PUCK or email Lucy at brzydeco.com to secure any group tickets today. So that'll about do it. Here again, final score in the Mississippi Coast Coliseum. The Zydeco fall 3-2 in regulation against the Mississippi SeaWolves. I want to thank you all for tuning in here on Home of the Zydeco, the Baton Rouge Zydeco YouTube channel. And thank you so much for spending your Sunday afternoon with myself. For the Baton Rouge Zydeco, my name is Brian Flores, saying so long and good night. And again, next up for the Zydeco, they finally head back home to the Raising Cane's River Center as they will take on the Dashers at 7:05 p.m. on Thursday. Until then, you have been listening to Zydeco Hockey here on Home of the Baton Rouge Zydeco, Zydeco TV on YouTube.com. Thank you so much for tuning in. Have a great rest of your afternoon and a most pleasant rest of your day.
the ultimate game day experience? Come to the Queen Casino in Baton Rouge. Savor game day platters and snacks, plus drink specials at 1717 Kitchen and Cocktails. Wall-to-wall, state-of-the-art TVs mean you'll see every touchdown, Hail Mary, and big turnover in crystal clear HD. Place your bets and feel the thrill of every play with our DraftKings Sportsbook. So come out for game day and let our team make you the MVP. The Queen Casino in Baton Rouge, where every moment is a win. Looking for the ultimate game day experience? Come to the Queen Casino in Baton Rouge. Wall-to-wall TVs mean you'll see every touchdown in HD. Place your bets and feel the thrill of every play with our DraftKings Sportsbook. The Queen Casino, where every moment